Big day of hockey on TSN today. We've got this national championship game here in Charlottetown, followed by a Stanley Cup playoff doubleheader, beginning with Peter Forsberg and the Flyers. Wow, has Forsberg been impressive in the last couple of games? Followed by a late game. That's the NHL on TSN coming up today. The Ottawa Senators advancing yesterday, so did the New Jersey Devils. Calgary with a big win over Anaheim. Here it's Calgary and Prince Albert fighting for a national championship. Here's Paulson in behind the net. Tries to turn and throw it in front where Connolly's waiting for it. Now Connolly's being watched very closely. He's tied up and dumped. No call coming. Paulson races into the corner. Watch Connolly, number 20. He just darts into the open spaces. Not the biggest player, but very, very smart. Dvorak tried to fight his way to the net. His path was cut off there by Brown. Tommy Brown, there's a shot wide of the mark. Rolls to the near side. Connolly still fighting for it. Pedrati waiting to the near point. Steps up, keeps it in, puts it behind the net. There's Tommy Brown, number 10. Fans on the clearing attempt, and it's turned over. Connolly's in front of the net. Now he chases it into the corner. Here's Mike Connolly spinning around, but he has the puck taken away by Turner. And then Turner races over center ice. Long, hard shift for the Mintos, so he dumps it in, and they'll get fresh legs out there.
Both teams quick change. Great job down deep by the Buffaloes. But the Mintos were too tired in their own zone defending against Connolly and company that they couldn't attack when they did get the puck in the offensive zone.
Adam Matlock chases after the puck. He has the goal for Prince Albert. Now in front, they were looking for Myers. It goes right through his skates and outside the line. Bobby Spigot, number 3, races in there. Spigot right in, centering pass. Found Stephen Robinson, and he couldn't get a shot away. Now coming away with it is John Stimpson. One of 2 Stimpson brothers on his team. John being the younger one. His brother Joel wears number 18. Cam Lamoureux, number 23 for the Buffaloes, turns it back behind the net where Stimpson's waiting for. Now walking out in front was Mitchell Smith. His sharp angle shot misses the mark. Comes to the line, and that's kept in by Nick Moan. Ron Myers bangs bodies with Lamoureux in the corner. Stick handling on the far side is Smith. Now it's turned over to the Prince Albert captain, Myers, who flips it out of the zone.
Great job by the Buffaloes down deep with traffic.
Lamoureux on the backhand. Weak shot handled by Tokarski. Mitchell Smith leaves it for Spigot. Taylor Thiessen with the first pass, and coming away with it is Owen Roszczuk. Roszczuk at center ice, along with his teammate Colton Graff, number 21.
Buffalo showing a lot of jump coming off that late game yesterday in the semifinal. They've carried most of the play in the offensive zone so far, and the Mintos not used to playing in their own zone this tournament. They're used to playing in the other team's zone. Much more of an offensive team than a defensive team in this tournament.
Prince Albert, from what we can tell, won't wow you with the highlight reel goals, but they can pile them up. Very efficient team. There's a shot, rebound right in front, and it's cleared. Not out. Another shot through a crowd. Tokarski searching for it, and it's along the far boards where Colton Graff is fighting to get it out against Chad Golinovsky. Calgary keeping the pressure on, rolls to the near side, and Owen Roszczuk off the boards to the line, not out. McLean keeps it in. Loose puck, Golinovsky takes a swipe for it. It comes out to center ice. Past the midway mark now of the first period. Penalty coming up here against Calgary. So Prince Albert's power play about to go to work as the Mintos dump it in. The Sears touches up. We'll take a break, and when we come back, Prince Albert will have a man advantage. Chad Golinovsky off for 2 minutes for interference.
It's a little bit of a lazy penalty as you see Golinovsky's going off the bench. You can see the interference right there on number 21, Colton Graff. And here we're going to have a quick look at what Calgary's been doing so far in the game. The traffic in front of the net has been tremendous by the Buffaloes. This is what they want to continue to do if they want to keep the offense up. Just can't take bad penalties.
Robertson, Myers, and Matlock up front for the Prince Albert Mintos. Number 14 is Adam Matlock. Tried to get it in behind the net, and that was cut off and sent down the ice by Chris Markowitz. The top scoring defenseman in this tournament and voted the top blue liner here at the Telus Cup. extremely poised. Number 4, there's a turnover, and Connolly's got it. Short-handed, Connolly right in. Stopped by Tokarski. Great save by Dustin Tokarski, and one of the most dangerous players on the ice. Right in, short-handed. Robertson sets up for Prince Albert. Cross-ice pass comes to the line. Tommy Brown sets up with a one-timer. There's the shot. Through traffic. DeSears saw it and makes the save.
Well, Ron Myers, number 20 for the Mintos, got a little lazy coming through the neutral zone as he loses the puck to number 20, Mike Connolly. These are the two best offensive players of the team. But great play by Connolly coming up on the penalty kill. Showed some speed and quickness, just stripping Myers of the puck.
20 goals on the season for Connolly. 2 of them were short-handed, and here he is again, one-on-one against Bobby Spigot. But some help arrived in the form of Taylor Thiessen, so Connolly just dumps it in. Just about a minute gone in the Prince Albert power play, and all the dangerous opportunities have been down at the other end of the ice. Ryan Fox dumps it in. DeSears out of his net, sends it around the boards where it's knocked down there by Jaden Potter. Potter with the puck, back to the line for Thiessen, gets it back to Potter. Potter moves in, snaps a shot, looking short side, top shelf, and missed the net.
A little bit of room on DeSears. DeSears was giving him the top side, but he just missed the net on the shot.
Jeff Wright took the puck away, sends it down the ice with just 30 seconds remaining in the man advantage. Here's Bobby Spigot from Outlook, Saskatchewan. Gets it up ahead to Mike Winkle. Winkle sends it in. Ryan Darrow, number 19, is in after it. This is Fox. Ryan Fox behind the net, drops it off for Garrow. Garrow with some room to move. Penalty just about over. Snaps another shot. Again, they're looking for that short side. And DeSears closes the gap and makes another save.
DeSears not able to get out on either shot with some traffic in front. A good job by the Mintos. So we're going to have a look at the first one. Jaden Potter, 16, steps in. He's thinking high, short side, just misses it. And you can see it was barely there. Here's the second chance. This is more traffic in front. As Ryan Garreau steps around, he tries the same thing.
Pressure kept on. Teams back at even strength. Centering pass that's cut off right in front. Here's a chance. What a stop by the Sears. Got just enough of it on the shot by Steve Robinson. Tommy Brown keeps the puck in, sends it right behind the net. Matlock is there. Robinson, what a glorious opportunity. Found a loose puck. And I believe the Sears got just a piece of it with the glove. This is Joel Stinson, the older of the two Stinson boys. Turns it over, back the other way is Matlock. 1-on-2, drops it off with a trailer. Thiessen, his shot steered aside by DeSears. Banks off the boards where it's scooped up on the fly by Chad Golanowski. Golanowski in on Culture, shovels it ahead. Dvorak keeps it in there. Jamie Paulson, number 21, is up there for Calgary as well. They'll have to clear the zone. Robinson looking for the puck, sends it inside the line. Here's Moan off the boards for Dvorak. Tips it ahead to center ice, where that is sent right back in by Mike Winkle. Now a long lead pass looking for Paulson, try to make a move there on Polishin, and he wasn't fooled. Paulson still with the puck. Moan follows up, keeps it in. Turner poked it away from him, and now Calgary puts it deep. Polishin off the boards. That's knocked down there by Ryan Fox. Polishin, a local boy from Prince Albert. Skates it up the left wing board, sends it in there where DeSears is waiting for it. Fox is the first man there for PA. Puck bounces up in the air. Nobody's sure where it is. Near side in the corner. Now Fox trying to get away from pressure. And finishing the job, getting it out, is Jared Collister.
It's not going to go for icing as it hits a big clump of snow in front of the Prince Albert bench. But Calgary Buffaloes doing a great job not allowing that first pass to the Mintos.
Louis Lasco tries to feed one in front. He was looking for Colton Graff. Calgary comes away. Here's Connolly. He's got some help. Connolly snaps his shot. Paulson goes to the net. Puck is knocked down in front there by Spigot. Comes to the line where Wright keeps it in. Connolly on that loose puck. Stick handling in a phone booth there. McLean just feathers it into the corner for Eberle. Jordan Eberle cycles it back. Has Paulson in front for Connolly. Rolls off his stick. Here comes Mike Connolly. He could be coming to an NCAA team near you, or perhaps Major Junior. He's got that kind of skill set. McLean with a shot that's deflected on its way past the net. Connolly refusing to give up on the puck, chases it to the near side, but it is going to be icing against Prince Albert when we come back. There's Tim Leonard, the head coach of Prince Albert, a team that is making its second appearance at the Nationals. Last time was 1999 when they got in as the host team. They went 2-3 that year, finished fourth. The Regina Pats Canadians won that year. 5-4 win in double overtime over the Calgary Flames. Here comes Prince Albert on the rush as Jaden Potter snaps a shot that goes up and into the netting. A team from Saskatchewan has won 9 national midget championships since 1979, and they've won twice in the last 4 years. Last year, this tournament was won by the Saskatoon Contacts. Tisdale, the Tisdale Trojans, won in 2002. Now Prince Albert is trying to do it, make it 3 and 5 years for Saskatchewan.
Tim Leonard may be a little biased, but he feels that Saskatchewan has the best AAA midget program in the country. And seen some of the teams in the tournaments over the years. It all started with the Notre Dame Hounds years ago.
From Wilcox.
I would say that he may be right on that. They have one of the best, if not the best, in the country as far as midget AAA programs.
Please forward all your complaints to Dave Reed at tsn.ca. You're used to fielding those calls, being very involved in minor hockey in Ontario. So you know a little bit about what you're talking about.
They have a little bit of an advantage out there. I mean, you go to places like Toronto and some of the bigger cities where you've got so many players in such small areas. And Saskatchewan can draw from little bigger areas, and they really do set their teams up like junior hockey clubs, like Tier 2 junior hockey clubs, and they do a fantastic job of it.
Here comes Calgary dancing in. Smith with a shot, and Tokarski got a piece of that. Good rush there by Mitchell Smith. Hard-working center. Mostly on this team for his work on a penalty kill, but he almost got a goal there. Shot from a long way out off the stick of Adam Matlock, wide of the mark. Myers following up. Ron Myers, the relentless captain, leaves it for Matlock. That's way up in the air and out of play. Following this team on the road is a radio crew from Prince Albert. From 900 CKBI, that's Drew Wilson right there. And his color partner, just in behind the beam, is John Spigot, who's the older brother of Bobby Spigot. There's John there, just behind the beam. And these guys are broadcasting back to the fans in Prince Albert. That's actually the voice of the PA Raiders in the Western Hockey League. But they were done, so they started picking up the playoff run of these Mintos. And it's brought them all the way to Charlottetown.
It shows you the following they had. They had over 2,000 fans at their final playoff game. So, they have a good following back in Prince Albert.
Calgary with some pressure in the Prince Albert zone. Just a minute and a half to go here in a tie game, first period in Charlottetown. Centering pass. Golanowski was lurking there. Joel Simpson threw it in front, and it bounced clear. Now PA will come out with it. This is Turner. Brandon Turner trying to go one-on-one against Markowitz. Markowitz very poised, steered him aside, but Turner has the puck back. Throws it along the end boards, waiting for it is Fox, and he's being helped out there by Mike Winkle. Fox along the end boards, comes to the line, not out. Kept in there by Cody Hobbs. Here's Fox with a man in front. On the backhand was Robertson, and he couldn't get it up to his stick after it got into his skates. Final minute now, the opening period. Shots are 10-5 in favor of Calgary. That's knocked down at the blue line. High, hard shot, bounces right off the glass and right out in front. It's gathered up by Prince Albert, and a shot from the top of the circles there from Ryan Garrow, and that is swallowed up by Jake DeSears.
Well, late in the period, you're under 30 seconds. Your team is up in shots. You carried the play most of the time. Calgary Buffaloes, terrible giveaway right up the middle. Picked off. Great job by Jaden Potter. Puts the puck right back to the net. And it's Ryan Garrow's going to get another great opportunity late in the first period.
Big face out there controlled by the Buffaloes. They try to send it around the boards, but it's slowed down. Hollister has to hustle in and help out. Now along the near side to Vordick, battling for it, along with Garrow. Time winding down here in the first. Mintos looking for a late go-ahead goal. Olsen to the line, and again they can't get it out. That's tipped in by Spigot. And time expires in the opening 20. Roll tied up 1-1 in this national championship game for midget hockey supremacy here in 2006. The Calgary Buffaloes and the Prince Albert Mintos tied at 1 here in the Telus Cup from Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island.
Welcome back to Charlottetown. Beautiful day on the boardwalk in the North Atlantic. Calgary and Prince Albert tied at 1 after 20 minutes. And hi again, everybody. The 2006 Telus Cup happens at a time when Hockey Canada is implementing new rules designed to keep 15 and 16-year-old hockey players from moving on early to junior hockey.
How to best develop a hockey player is a question that is discussed from one coast to another in Canada. Each step in a player's career is an important one. For years, when players reach the midget age, they would be pulled in many directions as to what level they should play. Last spring, Hockey Canada made major changes to keep more midget-age players in midget hockey. Midget hockey was being drained of some of its top players, as 15 and 16-year-old players were allowed to skip that level and move up to play junior hockey. For some players, it was the right decision. Others gave up increased ice time and a chance to develop at the midget level to play reduced roles in junior.
They think they can play at that level, and often they're told that they can play at that level, but many times when they get up there, they don't play as much as they get ice time as they'd like, and eventually they get a little bit disillusioned, some of the players, then they want to come back and play AAA midget. I think people believe that for players to develop, they have to play the game. Practicing is great, watching other people is fine, but being on the ice and getting the ice time that most people require to develop the game is the important issue.
To stem the flow of midget players to junior hockey, Hockey Canada implemented a plan that regulates where and at what level 15, 16, and 17-year-old Canadians are eligible to play.
This was, I think, a moment in time where a decision had to be made to improve a sector of our game at the midget level that was much needed, and we had to get back to some of the fundamental discussion around what's best for kids and how fast is too fast to accelerate one's growth in the game. And I really applaud the different groups that sort of parked their invested interest at the table and focused primarily on the player's development and what's best for the player.
Under the old rules, the number of 16-year-olds on each team varied from league to league. The new model would cap the number at 4 16-year-olds per CHL team this season, then dropping to 2 per team by 2007. An even more drastic change takes place for Junior A and Junior B leagues, which had no restrictions on the number of 16-year-olds in the past. They are allowed 2 16-year-olds this season and next, and none from that point on.
I think it has a bit of a domino effect when you look at midget players maybe being plucked out of those leagues well ahead of their time and put in the junior rosters, and then it allows players at the Bantam level to also be accelerated, and that has a trickle-down effect right through to Pee-wee. And I don't think that's good at all the levels. It's important that, as I mentioned, that the players develop at the progressive rate possible.
In cases where a midget-age player truly needs tougher competition, there is an exceptional player clause that allows that player to apply to compete at the junior level. However, the screening process is rigorous, and the player would truly have to be exceptional to be granted this status. The main goal of all these changes is to keep players close to home and competing against players their own age.
I think it'll be enormous to the midget club team system in our country at all levels of midget hockey, not just the competitive elite levels of the AAA or AA level, but also at the house league levels. We look at the tournament that's going on right now here in Charlottetown with the Telus Cup. The quality of talent that's on the ice is so much better than what it was a year and 5 years ago. We have 500 hockey players at the elite level who would have been on junior rosters are now back in the midget AAA system. And as a result, you see the quality of players you see on the ice here today.
When we're looking at the big picture, we want Canada to remain dominant on the international scene, and this is one way in which you can make sure that players are developing, going through the process, and Canada will always be #1 when it comes to hockey.
Being 15 or 16 years old is a difficult enough time for kids without having to make major decisions about leaving home to play hockey. Hockey Canada has addressed this in a positive way, and midget-level hockey will be a lot stronger as a result.
Inside the dressing room with the Prince Albert Mintos, they were outshot 10-6, but they're tied 1-1 with Calgary heading to period number 2.
And then all of a sudden, you go.
Some of the midget hockey fans on hand here today at the Charlottetown Civic Center. Getting ready they are for period number 2, which is just minutes away. And now, welcome back, everybody, here with their thoughts on period number 1. Let's go back upstairs to Dave Randorf and Dave Reed, guys.
Thanks very much, Paul. Yeah, you know, both teams, Prince Albert and Calgary, probably brought with them the largest parents and fan contingent. So a lively arena here today in Charlottetown, and they watched a pretty good opening period, 1-1 after 20. What did you see?
Well, I really thought the Calgary Buffaloes came out strong, expecting them to sit back a little bit, having the late game from the night before. But they get on the board first. Quickly out of the corner, it's Mike Connolly, the leading scorer on the team, gets the team on the board, and they continued with the pressure all period. They drove to the net. Great job quickly off the face-off. Mitchell Smith tries a wraparound, but then the leader of the Prince Albert Mintos does it again. Ron Myers, great play back to the point, a big shot, and the goal is tipped in by Adam Matlock. And Prince Albert continued to come. They had a few more chances, but I really think that the Calgary Buffaloes played their game plan. Drive the net, as you can see on this replay. There's a shorthanded play by Connolly, and the Buffaloes drove the net, shot the puck, did exactly what they had to, kept Prince Albert on their toes the whole period.
And here is the first period scoring summary brought to you by Chevrolet. 2 goals to tell you about. Connolly, who almost got another one shorthanded, as we showed you, and Adam Matlock gets the tip in front, and that's where we sit, 1-1 heading into the second period. We've been very impressed with what we've seen from Prince Albert in the games that we've seen here this week, and to say nothing of Calgary, but you feel Calgary really had an excellent start then, right?
Well, I think a lot of people figured coming out of this game with Calgary playing the late game that they weren't going to have the jump. They had a lot more jump. They're a more physical team. Prince Albert likes to play the puck possession game, move the puck around. Calgary is more of an in-your-face team, and their goal in this game was to drive the net, keep the neutral zone turnovers to a minimum, because that's where Prince Albert's going to do their damage, and really see if they can't get some traffic in front, and see what happens. In a 1-1 tie, I think if you're the Calgary Buffaloes, you'll be quite happy with this, especially after the late game. They've got their legs, and now it's up to Prince Albert to match the intensity that Calgary brought in the first period.
They've got their legs for now. Again, the key thing to remember there is that Calgary played the semifinal late last night, a game that didn't end till close to 10 p.m. local time. As we take it back downstairs to Paul.
Well, inside the Calgary dressing room, they carried the play in the opening period, looking to build on that momentum in period number 2, happening next.
Dustin Tokarski and the Prince Albert Mintos take to the ice for the second period. We're all tied up at 1 here in the national championship game of the Telus Cup.
Esso rewards youngsters across Canada with most dedicated, most sportsmanlike, and most improved player medals, and reinforces team commitment with certificates of achievement for each member. Visit EssoMedals.ca to order Esso medals and certificates of achievement for your team. Esso, premier sponsor of Hockey Canada.
Welcome back to the Charlottetown Civic Center. The Calgary Buffaloes in blue, the Prince Albert Mintos in white. 2 of those sweaters are hanging behind the bench of the Mintos. Number 7 belongs to Ian Lazar. Number 17 belongs to Al Logue. 2 players that are here but can't dress all week. They've got 22 players on the roster. It's a frozen roster of 20 here at the Telus Cup. So those 2 players who did play in the regional playoffs and were a big part of getting the team here knew coming in that unfortunately they were not going to be able to take part at the Telus Cup, even if your team suffers injuries. You're out of luck. It's like the World Championship. Once that roster is set, it is set. So you got 2 very interested fans here that would love to be on the ice, but they're cheering their teammates. Oh, they score right off the bat. Prince Albert, 14 seconds into the second period, take the lead.
Tommy Brown is the recipient of the play, but once again, Ron Myers makes the play happen. Ron Myers actually is the guy who got the goal in front. I had it wrong. I had it twisted around. It was Tommy Brown who took the shot, and Ron Myers puts it in, but that all started in the neutral zone. Great quickness by Prince Albert. We talked about it. This is what the Buffaloes did not want Prince Albert to do, is get speed through the neutral zone and get any offense created through the neutral zone.
And they're back on the attack. Matlock with a rifle off the glass, bounces out in front of the net, and Calgary trying to weather an early storm here. Ron Myers, the captain of the Mintos. This is what this young man does. He makes plays that make a difference. He set up their first goal by drawing everybody away from him and throwing it back to the line, and they got the goal out on the power play in the first, and then he strikes early here in the second.
Well, it's defenseman Brown with the shot stepping up, and Watts. Myers, quick hands, just chops it up high over the glove of the Sears. Had no chance on it. Great job once again by Ron Myers.
Jaden Potter won the draw, sent it all the way down the ice. And here's Eberle stepping up on the loose puck. Backhanded shot, handled by Tokarski, knocked down and skated away by the Mintos. Hops over the stick of Matt Robertson, and the Buffaloes send it right back in. Behind the net, takes a Calgary bounce. Centering attempt, Eberle can't find it. And now Robertson skates away, and he's got help. Matthew Robertson, the tournament's leading scorer, shoots, scores! Robertson makes it 3-1, Prince Albert.
Great start to the second period. Matthew Robertson, you see his feet. Watch his head. He looks at the net the whole way. He's looking 5-hole the whole way. He's not thinking pass. He's not thinking pull up. Maybe hit the late man. Look at him. He's looking at the net the whole way. He's 5-hole. As soon as he got that puck, he knew what he was doing with it. He was shooting. Buried. That's a huge, huge first minute and a half for the Mintos. 2 goals in 55 seconds to start the second period. Matthew Robertson is the 11th goal of the tournament.
Well, those are the 2 players to watch for Prince Albert coming into the hockey game. Number 20, the captain, Ron Myers. They call him Cowboy Ronnie Myers back home because of his ever-present cowboy hat. And Matt Robinson, who's got big league finish. And you saw it right there. So all of a sudden, a close tie hockey game is now a 2-goal lead for the Mintos, who are undefeated here this week in Charlottetown. And this is how they do it. They play close, and then they open it up. We'll see if Calgary can respond.
And once again, they started all through the neutral zone. Both goals this period came with the skating through the neutral zone. Calgary's going to have to shut that down if they want to get back in this game.
Robertson's 11th goal of the tournament here in his 7th game. Calgary under attack here in their own zone. Phil McLean backs up and throws that one up and over the glass. Just over 2 minutes into the second. 2 goals in 55 seconds.
Well, that's a great job for Prince Albert, but Calgary is going to have to get back in this game. And this is how they're going to do it. They're going to be physical. You have to be physical. John Stimson, as you can see, just tosses Michael Winkle into the bench. This is how Calgary is successful. They're an in-your-face team. They've got good speed. And they've got to continue to play that way to get back in the game.
Then back into the Buffalo zone. Back to get it is Chris Markowicz, the 17-year-old from Calgary. Top scoring defenseman in the Calgary Midget AAA League. Midget AAA players, 16, 17, and some have just turned 18. Many of whom will go on to Tier 2 junior next season, or possibly Major Junior in the Western Hockey League when you're talking about these 2 teams. Several have been drafted, many players listed by Western Hockey League clubs. And there's a lot of scouts here this week as well, as the Quebec Major Junior Draft is set to take place here in Charlottetown on June 10th, right here in this building. Those teams looking to load up on the Quebec-born players. And Easterling, there's a big hit. Laid down by Bobby Spigot along the far boards. Now Prince Albert starting to grab hold of the momentum of this championship game early in the second period.
And you're starting to see a little bit of the forecheck by Prince Albert. They like to do it through the rush, but they can also come at you with the forecheck. Spigot through the check, but I think he was the recipient of the check by Mitchell Smith. Bobby Spigot on defense, a big man.
He ended up getting the better of it. That's for sure. Now Spigot has it behind his own net. Crisp pass up ahead to Matlock. He tries to throw it up over the top. Was looking for Steve Robinson. Robinson still with a puck. Drops it off for Myers. Here's Myers in behind his own net. On Myers. Keep your eyes on slippery number 20. Never stops moving out there. Battling for it along the end boards. It comes around near side where it's kept in there by Thiessen. Robinson leaves it for Myers. Has Robinson in front. His stick was tied up very nicely by Nick Moe. Good job by Moe on the dangerous Matt Robinson, and now Calgary coming back the other way. This is Dvorak. Turning back, throws it in front, and a great opportunity there for Paulson, and it hops over his stick. Now Jamie Paulson trying to center the puck. He's rubbed out of the play. Paulson comes away with it. Mickey Paulson gets it out. Robinson leaves it for Potter on the fly. Potter with help. Shoots right on to Sears. Makes the save and covers up.
Dave, we're going to go back and have a look at the hit we were talking about. Right here on the point. I don't know who was hitting who. I don't know if it was Bobby Spigot. Bobby Spigot is the guy who was supposed to get hit, but listen to this. Then we're going to have a quick look at the last opportunity by Prince Albert. Jaden Potter with a quick shot. Just lost it before he shot it.
Face-off controlled by the Buffaloes. Comes around near side where it's chipped out near the boards. Kept in, however, by Prince Albert. Knocked down with a high stick. The play is whistled down. It will come outside the Calgary blue line. 3-1 for Prince Albert, trying to become the second Saskatchewan midget AAA team in a row to win the Telus Cup. The Saskatoon Contacts won it 1 year ago in 2005. Tommy Brown over to Thiessen, who throws it in there. In after it is Mike Winkle. Trying to work their way out in front. It comes to the line where Brown keeps it in. Turns, spins, throws it back into the corner, right into the slot. And a good shot there by Brendan Turner. Knocked down by DeSears. Jake DeSears has been good in the first period, making some key stops. But they've beaten them twice here early in the second to open a 3-1 lead. Here's Brown in behind the net, lining him up. As Richard Small gives him a rough ride along the end boards. Now a shot from Collister, handled by the netminder for Prince Albert, Tokarski. There's deep forward along the far boards. Calgary trying to get some pressure mounted of their own, but instead it's Turner racing away. 1-on-2. Trailing player was Fox, but he couldn't get it to him. Hollister turns, hammers it up the boards, and down the ice. And this will be icing against Colorado. Calgary Buffaloes. 3-1, Prince Albert. There is 17-year-old Brendan Turner from Tisdale, Saskatchewan.
Well, he got a great opportunity, and this is just great puck movement. Knowing where each other is on the ice. Tommy Brown at the point, a quick spin around, throw it down deep, picked up by Ryan Fox to Brendan Turner. A couple of quick plays for a pretty good scoring chance in front of the net.
Louis Lasgo, number 4, takes the draw for Prince Albert. He's a guy who's played defense and center for the Mintos this season. He's been moved up to forward just in the last 2 games. Very versatile guy. Property of the Portland Winterhawks of the Western Hockey League. Lasgo's going to be the first man in on the forecheck here, chasing after it against Matt Pedrati. Prince Albert in front. There's a quick shot and a stop by DeSears. Puck bounces up in the air and it's cleared to the line, but not out. Thiessen keeps it in. DeSears stops it, and Calgary will try again. This time they get it all the way out, forcing Taylor Thiessen. Chase it back into his own zone. Here comes Myers. He passed up to Colton Draft. There's the puck taken away from him. Now Calgary coming back the other way. Mitchell Smith. Smith moving in, snaps a shot through a screen, and Tokarski got a piece. It goes up into the netting. Play is whistled down with a face-off coming up in the Mintos zone.
We're going to get back to Brendan Turner. You saw the quick shot that he had in today's game. Well, he also had a goal in the semifinal game, a quick spinorama as it develops. Keep an eye on number 18 in white hair. Great skater, great speed. And that was a short-handed goal as he stole the puck and then waltzed in and roofed it.
Galanowski with a shot. That's knocked down. Following up was Joel Simpson. And he couldn't get a good shot away either. Mintos just clogging up the front of the net. They'll block a lot of shots from here on out.
They got away from that in the first period because of Calgary's forecheck. They weren't able to contain the shots from the point. The Mintos are doing a much better job this period of not playing in their zone.
Collision at the blue line with a hit being laid there by Jeff Wright. 6'1", 195 pounds, stepping into the body. Well, a little bit of a different role for goal judges when you get to this level of hockey. There is no video review, that is for sure. And the two goal judges, Serge Goyon at one end and Aubrey McDonald at the other. Hello, guys. They play a key role in a game like this. We've seen it at Telus Cups and Royal Bank Cups. The CIS National Championship as well, where goal judge would become so used to everything being taken away from them at the NHL level. Especially now in the playoffs where they're reviewing everything.
The goal judge and the crease are two things that don't really exist in the National Hockey League anymore.
Not anymore. And they are reviewing absolutely everything, it seems, in the Stanley Cup playoffs right now. This is a one-game winner-take-all playoff. Here at the Telus Cup in Charlottetown, Dave Randolph along with Dave Reed and Paul Hollingsworth as Colorado. Keep calling him Colorado. Got a mental block there. Calgary. Lost controlled. And it's down the ice, facing an icing call against Prince Albert. Well, we just got back from Europe at the World Under-18s. And we're headed right back there to go to Riga, Latvia, where Sidney Crosby and Team Canada will play their opening game of the 2006 World Hockey Championship against Denmark. The rest of that roster will be announced once the first round of the playoffs are complete. More playoffs as Prince Albert charges in there, looking for another opportunity, drawing a penalty along the way. They're about to go on the power play here, as a Minto player was tripped up on his way to the net, and they'll get an interference call against Calgary.
It was Mike Winkle driving the net. PA great speed through the neutral zone. It's 12 who goes down, and 19 is Ty Stevens who takes the hooking penalty. But Winkle just doing a great job from center, driving the front of the net, looking for a pass, and the pass was there. But Stevens is in the box. Stevens had to take him down. It was a great deflection opportunity for Prince Albert.
Myers wins the draw. That's Cody Hobbs, goes across to Tommy Brown. His shot deflected up into the air. Not high enough to force a stoppage in play. Here's Hobbs again at the near point. Matlock with time, taking his time, setting up, has Myers parked right in front. Matthew Robertson's out there as well. Across, they were trying to feed Robertson, and that was knocked down, and he was tripped up by the referee on his way to the loose puck. Brown trying to keep it in, and they do. Here's Matlock, one of the goal scorers for the Mintos. Robertson in the corner, back to Brown, winds up, shoots. A rocket that's deflected high and over the net. Myers, the captain, comes back to Hobbs. Hobbs sets up Brown for the one-timer. That's blocked nicely by Chad Galanowski, and this will be sent down the ice by the Buffaloes. Good pressure there from the Prince Albert Mintos, looking to extend their 3-1 lead here with a man advantage.
A couple great blocks by Chad Galanowski. 22 Blues now gone off the ice, but that's key to keep the shots from the point away from the net. Galanowski did a great job, 2-pad slides.
Here's Thiessen doing a nice job keeping it in. Open man is Robertson, scores! A bullet! Matthew Robertson, his second goal of a period, and it's 4-1 Mintos.
Well, we talked about this guy's release. Unbelievable quickness. Great job by keeping the puck in by Taylor Thiessen. A quick peek by Robertson. He knows exactly where he's going. He goes up over the glove of Desir. Watch the peek. He has a quick look. Where am I shooting? Here we go. This guy's tough to stop. Matthew Robertson. He knows where the openings are. He just waits for that puck. He gets himself in a shooting position all the time. Tremendous quick shot.
2 goals in this game, 12th goal of the tournament, and now it's a 3-goal lead. Remember, that guy had 5 goals yesterday in the 8-0 win over Chateauguay in the semifinal. So there's no stopping this guy. He'll just keep on shooting. Power play goal for Prince Albert. Calgary now in a bigger hole. Penalty called behind the play. Looks like this one's going against Calgary as well. We'll sort it out when we come back. Corey Dvorak, 2 or less for holding.
Getting ready for the Calgary Stampede as he throws his arm around, and down you go. Bobby Spigot, that's a hold. Trying to jump by him, but Dvorak couldn't do it. Bobby Spigot, 6 foot, 180, just too big to get around, so he inadvertently grabbed him around the neck and got a holding penalty.
Dvorak, who's a late 1989 birthday, playing his first year of midget hockey. And right now, Prince Albert goes right back on the attack. They just scored a power play goal. Here's Myers in the corner, gets it back to Cody Hobbs. The number 1 power play unit gives it up to the blue line, and racing away with it is Mark Lyons. Scores! A short-handed goal for the Buffaloes, and they're back within 2.
It's a huge turnaround for the Calgary Buffaloes. Second opportunity short-handed on breakaway. Here's the opportunity on the point. It's Tommy Brown loses it, and Mark Lyons comes in and throws a knuckleball at Dustin Tokarski. He can't handle it, goes in short side. Top penalty killer for the Buffaloes. Mark Lyons throws that rolling puck to the net. Tokarski just couldn't get the handle on it. Goes short side and in.
Lyons, a veteran on this team, 18 years old. He's a workhorse, according to their head coach, Darren Roberdahl. He's their number 1 penalty killer. And you see a great example of that right there. Makes a play at the blue line, races away, and I think maybe not only is the puck rolling, but perhaps the stick of the diving Cody Hobbs may have misdirected it as well in terms of affecting Dustin Tokarski.
Well, it'll definitely throw Tokarski off. Seeing the stick coming in, but rolling pucks are very tough for goaltenders. That's a big break for the Buffaloes. Get that short-handed goal. They want to try to kill the rest of this penalty off now and try to keep that momentum going.
Back into it. Here's Matlock, number 14, dumps it in for the Mintos. Ron Myers in after it. Pedrati was the first man there for the Buffaloes. Back to the line, Thiessen gets it down low where Robertson tried to take it off his skate, and it's deflected outside the line by Markowitz.
Well, Coach Roberdahl talked about his penalty killing with the Buffaloes. He said, we were very aggressive early in the tournament. It didn't work too well. We're going to be a little more passive. They seem to have gotten back that aggressiveness on this penalty kill after that goal. You're aggressive on the puck everywhere on the ice.
Yeah, this is not a passive penalty kill at all, is it? Here's Fox stepping up with Robertson, shoots right on into Sears. Scares him down and makes the save.
So when you get aggressive, things like this are going to happen, quick 2-on-1s. We're going to go back and have a look at the goal again. Talking about the rolling puck on Dustin Tokarski, he really didn't have much chance. The puck doesn't stop from the whole time. Every time he's tapping it, he's trying to get it down. Mark Lyons just couldn't get the puck to sit down from end to end, and it helped on the goal.
Well, he'll take it. Tommy Brown at the line, floats one towards the goal. It's knocked down by several Calgary Buffaloes in front and sent down the ice. Tokarski gave it away. Connolly shoots right on, and Tokarski had to get back into position. Almost a terrible mistake there for the Mintos. Connolly extremely dangerous shorthanded. He's already had a shorthanded breakaway in this game. Busting in his Potter. Down the right side, couldn't get a shot away. Comes to the line where it's kept in there by Tommy Brown. Off the glass and into the corner now. They'll set up with the half boards. Ryan Fox is in front. Potter with the puck in front, and it hops past everybody and outside the line. Racing after it is Dvorak, who's out of the box. Team's back at even strength now. The better chances were short-handed ones, one of them ending up in the Mintos net. 4-2 hockey game.
Mike Connolly had a great chance. Tokarski gave it to him, but just got back in time.
The Sears on his backhand around the near boards. It comes right back to where it came from. Collister plays it out in some open ice. And here comes Connolly. Mike Connolly on the move. Over center ice, dumps it in. Line change happening for the Buffaloes, so there's some open ice for the Mintos to come out. Markowitz tried to get it deep, but couldn't. This will be sent down the ice, and it's going to be icing against the Mintos.
We talked about Mike Conley at the start of the show. He had a short-handed breakaway early in the game, and he's going to get another chance as Dustin Tokarski just throws the puck away. You can see number 20 in blue, Mike Conley, anticipate where the puck was going. You see Tokarski going, where should I go? But Conley just sees it going. He doesn't shoot it very hard. It's like a one-handed shot with the goalie stick. A little bit of a lazy play by Prince Albert's goaltender. He was fortunate enough that he was still on net, but Conley put it right on Conley's stick.
Tokarski is a listed player with the Spokane Chiefs of the Western Hockey League. Face-off won by Calgary, but Prince Albert races away with it. Number 22 is Stephen Robinson. He tried to dump it off there to Matlock. And Calgary takes over, dumping it off the glass and down the ice. And Tokarski came into this game on the strength of 2 back-to-back shutouts, making 51 saves over 2 games. He's allowed 2 goals here in the championship game. But his team still enjoys the 2-goal lead. Puck bouncing around now on the Mintos end. Madlock looking for it against number 19, Ty Stevens. Stevens almost got loose, and Matlock just relieves the pressure, sends it down the ice, and this again will be icing. With less than 6 minutes to go here in the second, it's 4-2 for Prince Albert. Welcome back to the 2006 Telus Cup, the National Midget Hockey Championship.
We couldn't lose. We had the maple leaf on our jerseys. The Royal Bank helped pay our way to the games.
RBC, putting athletes first since 1947.
Prince Albert, about an hour-and-a-half drive north of Saskatoon. Right now, they've got a 2-goal lead. Wearing white with the green and black trim, Calgary Buffaloes in blue. And here comes Prince Albert right in. The Steers had to be careful there, closing up the short side. Prince Albert had to face off on their own end. They come all the way back. Jordan Eberle, a very good skater, can't get around Spigot. And that's picked up by Jaden Potter. He outlets to Robertson. How dangerous is this guy? Last man back there is Jeff Wright. And Wright took it away from him, but Robertson's on the puck again. He'll shoot from everywhere, and he didn't miss the far post by much. Robertson already with 2 goals in this game, both of them here in the second period. Number 15 is on the puck again. Being helped out there by Ryan Garreau. Battle ensues into the corner. Calgary having trouble getting it out of their own zone here. Robertson still reaching for the puck. Now he'll flip it into the corner. Garreau joins the battle. Game being played right along the side boards here right now. Garreau with some room to move. Looking to center the puck, but he's being hounded there by Paulson. Joining the battle again is Robertson. Comes back to the line for Thiessen. Weak shot right in front. Turner shoots. And that's knocked down. Now here comes Conley, who's seen enough. Mike Conley with a head of steam. Very fast, shifty skater down the right side. Stops up, looks for the trailer. Centers the puck. Eberle with a shot that deflects off a skate and into the near corner. Taylor Thiessen now slows things down, and Ron Myers will pick it up along the far boards. Flips it up in the air off a Buffalo player and into the Calgary bench.
Oh, great job by Prince Albert. And Matthew Robertson is the guy we talked about this whole game. He's got a couple of goals, like you said, Dave, but he just dominated that ship. We're going to have a look at his 2 goals. This guy can shoot, and he scores from anywhere. He knew he was going 5-hole at the start of this period, and he doesn't miss. And then on the power play, same thing, a quick peek and goes top shelf. Well, the Buffaloes haven't been able to stop him this game on the power play.
Here comes Matlock right in on net, and Sears covers up short side.
And if Calgary continues to take penalties, well, just ask the Chateauguay Patriots how he can do it on the power play. 5 goals in the semifinal game for Matthew Robertson. 4 of those goals were on the power play. And the only way the Buffaloes were able to stop him is use the extra guy on the ice, that 6th man, the guy in the stripes. This is how you stop Robertson on the power play. Get the referee involved.
Good face-off win there by the Mintos. Shot from the point, knocked down by the Sears. Up high, couldn't control the rebound. Boy, the Mintos have done a great job keeping that puck in at the blue line in this hockey game. Very confident at that. Here they come again, trying on the wraparound as Steve Robinson couldn't get a good shot away. And again, they keep it in. Not for long. It squeaked outside the line, and offside is the call.
Well, you're right, Dave. That was Cody Hobbs who stepped up, number 6, keeping the puck in. And the Mintos are a very strong team. So having a look at Robertson, who's back on the ice again. This guy just doesn't leave the ice. But the Mintos are starting to get more comfortable as this game's gone along. And they're using the neutral zone to stretch pass. And the D are stepping up offensively, like you're talking about, keeping the puck in. And that just helps out so much on the offense. Puts so much pressure on the Buffaloes defensemen and forward working down low. Very draining.
Back on the attack. Garrow with a shot. Keeping it in at that blue line. That time was Chris Culture. Now it comes near side. Polishin with a shot. Through traffic, and the Sears must have seen that. There's a big collision. One-timer attempt there from Robertson, and the puck was way too high, bouncing around near his stick. Aiden Potter laying the body in behind the Calgary net. It comes out to center ice. Now Pedrati. Matt Pedrati chases it back into his own zone. Almost lost his footing. Nobody around to take advantage of that, so he resets and gets it to Chris Markowitz. This is Mike Winkle, number 12 for Prince Albert. 19-2 in the playoffs coming into this game. The Prince Albert Mintos on quite a roll at the right time of year. Here's Robertson, deftly taking that puck, turning and chipping it off the glass. However, he sent it too hard down the ice, and that is icing against Prince Albert.
Well, both teams have to play physical, and at this age, there's a lot of emotion for young teenagers. The physical game is definitely involved here. A huge hit right there on Jaden Potter by the Buffaloes, and Potter said, that's okay, I can come right back to you, as he takes Jared Colster into the boards. Excuse me, that was Matt Pedrati into the boards, number 8.
Yeah, you can feel these players sense what's at stake. Time is winding down. They're going to leave it all on the ice, and here they come again. Winkle couldn't get that puck to sit down for him. Ryan Fox following up on the play, lost control, and Calgary will skate it out. At center ice, this is Richard Small over the line with numbers. There's Eberle, shoots right on rebound, and Tokarski got a piece of both of them. Here comes Turner, back the other way for the Mintos. Lead pass over the stick of Myers. Hollister gives it right back. Turner had it poked away. Ryan Fox trying to dance around his man. Myers takes a weak shot that goes wide. Matlock tried to chip it back in front. It goes up in the air. Fox is in there along with the captain Myers. Back to the line where it's kept in there by Hobbs. Myers gets it to some open ice. Adam Matlock to Tommy Brown, number 10. Drifts it in front. Nice save and a rebound. Myers didn't miss by much. Great reaction kick save by Jake DeSears there.
Jake DeSears, huge right pad slide. He was going to the other side of the net. He tipped in front. Colster tipped that puck in front. That was his own defenseman who did that.
Just over a minute to go here in the second period. 4-2 game for the Prince Albert Mintos. And another icing call going against the team from PA.
We're going to have another look at this deflection, but what a great stop by Jake DeSears. Comes back to the point. Tommy Brown's going to shoot the puck. And you can see it's tipped in front. Looked like Jared Colster got his stick on it in front of the net to deflect it, and that's his own man as he was trying to defend in front of his net. It looked like he tipped it on his own goaltender, but a huge stop by Jake DeSears.
DeSears is property of the Seattle Thunderbirds of the Western Hockey League. In fact, played 3 games for them in an emergency call-up basis and went 3-0 for the T-Birds. Very poised, very mature, 16 years old.
He also got player of the game in one of those games. So the scouts and the people in the WHL and Hockey Canada knew who Jake DeSears is, and he's had a solid game here as he's playing against a very, very well-talented team offensively in Prince Albert.
Now into the final minutes of the second. Long lead pass is going to go all the way down the ice, and it's going to come right back into the Calgary zone after the icing call. As mentioned, the only other appearance at the Nationals for Prince Albert was 1999. They were the host team that year and weren't really a factor, finishing 4th. 31-9-3 this season. 6-0 here at the Telus Cup, trying to make it 7-0 and leave with a gold medal. And right now they're going to go into the intermission with a nice cushion. It looks as though they'll go in with a 2-goal lead at this point. Nice position to be in with 20 minutes to go. Time for one last rush by the Calgary Buffaloes. Weak shot from the far boards. Goes harmlessly wide, comes out to center ice. Hollister had it roll off his skates. Here comes Matlock. Matlock in. Myers following up. He's tripped up behind the play. No call. Time runs out in the second period. An early period explosion here in the second by Prince Albert opened up a 3-goal lead. Calgary got one back, short-handed, but they're still down by 2 through 40 minutes of play at the 2006 Telus Cup in Charlottetown, PEI.
Welcome back. The Mintos lead the Buffaloes 4-2 after 40 minutes here in Charlottetown. Welcome back, everybody. A bit of a different perspective. We have Jeff McDonald, who is the referee for today's hockey game, joining us. Now, Jeff, you're also a vice principal down the highway at Tracadie Consolidated. So a chance for you to, I guess, enjoy a great national event on home soil.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure to be here.
Now, a lot of the players talk about shining brightly in this tournament. It's a chance to sort of play with the best. For an official who's used to doing midget hockey all the time, what is it like to be in this event, to be the referee for the national final on national television? The players feel the pressure, do the officials feel the pressure?
Absolutely. We know that this tournament's coming here when we start on the ice at the start of the year, and obviously this is what we work for. We work for doing our best at the tournament and working in this last game, and luckily that's happened for them. Now,
the players have many on-ice hazards. The officials do also. We have a video here of a shift just a short time ago. You take the puck in the face, stay on your feet, and then you take out the player at the same time. A lot of traffic out there. But what's your reaction to that kind of play? Those kind of things happen very often for you?
Well, you're often in the play because my view as a referee is I want to be as close to the net as I can on a play. I don't want to be sitting back in the corner when the puck goes in the net or where there's a questionable call. So it means, taking risks and being there to make that call. And sometimes that happens. You might get a puck in the face, you might get a stick, and that's part of the game sometimes.
I met you before the game. I watched you during the game today. You're a high-energy guy. What do you enjoy most about officiating, especially at this level?
Well, I try and keep myself very fit, and this is obviously a fitness challenge. As you can see, the sweat dripping off me. I mean, it's a high energy game. Everybody's up, and you have to be up, but at the same time you have to show a level of poise that keeps that respect in the game for you and for the other two guys with you. Well, Jeff, we appreciate this. Thank you very much. All the best to you and your crew in period number 3. Oh, it was my pleasure. Okay, that is Jeff McDonald, the referee for today's championship final. Now, from the referees and the on-ice officials along with him to the players, the Telus Cup historically has always been a chance for some of the great players in midget hockey to shine. Over the years, this tournament has proven to be a launching pad in their careers.
Well, I played 1 year midget hockey before I went to junior. That was good. It's a little bit more intense than bantam, and bantam a little bit more intense than pee-wee, and it's a good step. We had a good team. It was fun. It was pretty physical. I remember midget being pretty physical hockey too. I think it was just a good preparation and a good step before junior.
It was a lot of fun. I think it was something. I played for the Buffaloes in Calgary and for 2 years in Bantam. The midget team was a big team, and growing up with all my buddies, it was a great year, and still keep in touch with all those guys.
I'd help quite a bit. I think I did play an underage year, but I got to play against some older players, and definitely for my development going into junior, where you're going to be playing against guys 4 years older than you, that definitely helped.
I think I was 16. I moved out to York in Saskatchewan, played AAA there. Great experience. We had a terrible team. We had 18 rookies, but I played a lot, and I think I improved a lot, and then went on to junior, so I think it was a big development stepping stone for my career.
I had a great experience. I mean, I spent 2 years in Notre Dame, and then my first year I played in Bantam, and my second year I played a little bit of both. I played Bantam and midgets, and I think I was 15 years old, so I was kind of underage and younger than everybody else. I'm playing Saskatchewan, a very rough and tough league, but I think I really improved playing that league. It's such a competitive league and a lot of great tournaments. So when you're at that age, it's the time to develop, and I think I have done that. At 15 years old in the mid AAA league.
Everything started there, I think. My name started to come a little bit more into junior and get drafted there, and had a great tournament. I think I had 2 goals in final, and we won the Hurricane Canada Cup too. So pretty good for me. And after I got drafted first round in the junior Quebec League, and I have to say that might be the start of what happened now with me.
There's a lot of guys bypassing that midget step to go play Tier 2 right away, but some kids just aren't mentally or physically ready. At the time, I was drafted in the NHL, I was 140 pounds, so you can only imagine how heavy I was as a midget. I wasn't that heavy at all, so I was a tall, lean kid, I like to call myself, and I thought midget provided a great training ground to hone my skills and try to get ready for the next level.
Inside the Calgary dressing room, perhaps some of the game's future NHL hockey stars. For now, the Buffaloes trail by 2 after 40 minutes. We're back at the bench. Welcome back. It's 4-2 Prince Albert. After 40 minutes, they are 20 minutes away from the championship. And welcome back, everybody. And with their thoughts on period number 2, here's Dave and Dave.
Thanks very much, Paul. Great look at some of the names who have gone on to the NHL, who played here at the midget level in the national championship. Another guy, Sidney Crosby, played in 2002 for the Dartmouth Subways, had 11 goals that year in the tournament, but he's been surpassed by Matt Robinson, who now has 12-2 in the second period.
Well, Prince Albert Mintos came out flying in the second period. 14 seconds in, they get their first goal. And we talked about it during the show, the speed through the neutral zone and play through the neutral zone. Prince Albert is so good. Myers, the offensive catalyst, gets the offense going in the second early. And then the guy we talked about, or you just finished talking about, with his 12th of the tournament, Matt Robertson comes in, great shot. Knew he was going 5-hole the whole way. And he doesn't stop there. He picks up another one later. This is Buffaloes coming down the other way, trying to generate some offense. Just couldn't get it going early as they hit the post. Now, here's one we talked about, Robertson. He just buries this. He takes a quick peek where he wants to go. He's got some great hands on the power play, and that's something that the Buffaloes can't let Prince Albert do, is get on the power play. But sometimes it does help, as Lyons is the guy, short-handed, comes down on a breakaway and is able to bury it and get his team back in the game. So the Calgary Buffaloes worked hard in the period, but it was Prince Albert got an early start. The Buffaloes just weren't able to match.
And that is the goal that has given Calgary Buffaloes a reason to believe, but they're up against a very difficult opponent. As you look live into the dressing room of the Prince Albert Mintos, 20 minutes away from a championship. Paul?
20 minutes to go here at the Telus Cup. Prince Albert looking for the championship. Period number 3 happening next. Prince Albert leads Calgary 4-2 after 40 minutes. Period number 3 coming up in just a moment. It has been a great week here in Charlottetown at the Civic Center, a wonderful tournament, and none of this would happen without the title sponsor, Telus.
Well, Telus is thrilled to sponsor the National Midget Hockey Championships, and we wish all the young athletes competing in the Telus Cup all the best. Telus supports this tournament through our long-standing partnership with Hockey Canada. Telus is committed to supporting Hockey Canada, the national hockey teams, as well as the Telus Cup through 2012. Telus is committed to the long-term development of Canada's athletes from playground to podium, and this is why we'll be giving a $1,000 scholarship to the most valuable player of the tournament, and we'll be donating $50 for each goal scored during the Telus Cup to 2 local hockey associations in Prince Edward Island. Telus has a number of multi-year commitments to a wide variety of sports throughout organizations such as Hockey Canada, Alpine Canada, the Canadian Soccer Association, and the Canadian Snowboard Foundation. Telus is an organization that celebrates sport and encourages the development of healthy, active lifestyles for all young Canadians.
It is time for the third period. Once again, here's Dave Randorf and Dave Reed.
Thank you very much, Paul. The Prince Albert Mintos won their first provincial championship in the 20-year history of this team. Look at what they've done to opponents in the third period this week at the Telus Cup. They've lost just 2 of 21 playoff games, and they've got 20 minutes to go to finish off what has been a magical season in Prince Albert. 4-2 as we begin the third period of play here in Charlottetown. Puck is dumped into the Mintos end. Tommy Brown back to get it, plays it off the glass. Ron Myers thought he had it, but didn't. Connolly snaps a shot right on, and that is handled easily by Dustin Tokarski.
Well, good start by the Buffaloes. Get the puck down in the offensive zone, get a quick shot. and nobody better than Mike Conley to get it. Although it was from out a little ways, this is what they wanted to get the face-off down deep, start getting some pressure early in the third period, see if you can catch the Mintos on their heels early.
Good face-off win, a shot through traffic. That play went exactly as they had hoped, but Tokarski makes the save, despite the fact he could not see that puck. There's a long-range shot from Markowitz. Big rebound, contained and controlled by Cody Hobbs. Of the Mintos comes near side looking for Matlock, but good forecheck pressure there by Conley. Also helping out is Dvorak. Again, a scrum in that very popular part of the rink, near corner. A lot of players waiting for that thing to squirt free, and finally it does, and they'll race away with it. Number 22 is Steve Robinson with the puck. 1-on-2, in over the line, looking for some help, tries to snap a shot, and that is knocked down by the Calgary defenseman. Every hockey player at every level will tell you how important the trainer is, and that is no different here as you look over on the Prince Albert Mintos bench. The longtime trainer there is Dan Taylor. And Dan Taylor is so intense. There's Dan. They call him Cobra, and you know, we just had to show this guy because he's got the great hair color going. He started the whole hair dye thing with the Mintos. As you see in the intermissions, everybody's dyed their hair green in honor of the Cobra. And you should have seen him. He was out on the bench early in the intermission, pacing up and down, living every second of this experience.
Well, there's always a guy in every organization who is the Cobra. And Dan Taylor does a great job. I'm sure he's an inspiration to everybody in the locker room, too. If something needs to be picked up or the team needs to be picked up, he's the guy.
Right now, the Buffaloes need a pick-me-up, down by 2 in the early stages here of this gold medal game. Third period. Right in front, bounces off the end boards. Tokarski shuts down the short side, and a penalty is coming up. It's an interference call, and it's going against Prince Albert, so the Buffaloes get a huge opportunity here early in the third.
Bobby Spigot is going to get the penalty behind the net. He steps in front of the Buffalo coming out from behind the net. You're going to see it. There's the opportunity in front, a little bit of a hook, and then you can see the stick up underneath Ty Stevens, number 3 in white. Bobby Spigot is the interference call. Big opportunity for Calgary early in third.
They control the draw, get it back to the line, shot right on, but no traffic in front, so Tokarski saw it all the way off the stick of Jared Collister.
Great job on the faceoffs by Buffalo. Conley is the man on both faceoffs. Both sides have won them back clean in both opportunities early in the third.
Won another one. Eberle gathers the puck off the draw. Another shot on the way. And again, Tokarski in position. And most importantly, no rebound.
No rebound is right. That's exactly what Tokarski wants to do. Is just hold on the puck. But again, another faceoff. Look at how Conley shortens himself up on the faceoff to be able to get great leverage and pull it back. Now on the other side, it's going to be Jordan Eberle who's going to take the draw. A right shot. As Conley's moved over to the wing.
And Winkle has been replaced in the face-off circle by the captain, Ron Myers, who promptly wins the draw for Prince Albert. And as a result, they get it out. Eberle has to gather it up at center ice for the Calgary Buffaloes with a head of steam. Great skater. Gains the zone, gets it deep, but he's knocked off the puck by Thiessen. And Thiessen is allowed to waltz out and send it right back outside the line.
Good start by Calgary so far in the third period. 6 shots in the first 2.5 minutes. That's exactly what they wanted to get going. You've got to get momentum change to your way. They've done a good job so far in the third with that.
Conley trying to get it to Paulson into some open ice. They'll have to turn back. This is Markowitz being watched by Myers. Chris Markowitz, top defenseman here at the Telus Cup. Flips it in there, and then Tommy Brown in after it. Tokarski sends it around the board. Hollister tried to step up, and instead the Mintos come away. This is Brendan Turner, short-handed, shoots, saved by the Sears, and he covers up in the last second with players crashing into the net. There's Winkle following up, but Turner, who scored a short-hander yesterday in the semifinal, comes close again.
Well, he's got unbelievable speed. Most improved player, says Coach Leonard. You can see the speed and a great shot. Sears not able to hang on to the rebound. He just little leg pump, shooting high, trying to go over the glove. Great job by Brendan Turner, short-handed.
Winkle wins that draw, pulls it down out of the air, puck bouncing around, and Sears has to be careful again with Mike Winkle headed straight to the front of the net.
Winkle goes to the front of the net, knocks the puck down with the high stick, is able to regroup it, and gets a quick shot. Great penalty killing by Winkle and Turner.
He's from Humboldt, Saskatchewan. Wasn't really in the plans to start the season, but kept making the drive back and forth with his parents, which is about an hour each way. Just wouldn't go away. And look at him now in the third period, playing for the Mintos, taking key faceoffs, and he's been a large part of their success as well.
Nike Bauer Hockey is the preferred equipment supplier of Hockey Canada. When our national men's, women's, or junior hockey teams represent Canada in international competition, they look to Nike Bauer Hockey to supply the most advanced hockey equipment. Nike Bauer Hockey is a proud premier sponsor of Hockey Canada.
Just 26 seconds remaining in this power play for the Calgary Buffaloes. Pedrati takes a shot from a long range. Small was at the side of the net, couldn't get his stick on it. Now Small's got it, feeds it in front on the backhand, and nobody was home. Ty Stevens races after the loose puck. He's bumped away from it. Tommy Brown makes sure, sends it down the ice. The Sears up to Pedrati. Penalty is now over. Team's back at even strength, so a huge penalty kill for the Mintos in the early stages of this final period. And maintain the 2-goal lead, 4-2. Stevens, loose puck, turns, tries a one-timer that's knocked down, and the Mintos skate away with it. Hobbs sends it in. The Sears out of his net. Handles it on the backhand. Very good handling the puck. Under pressure as well. Golanowski gets it back. Golanowski had it stripped away momentarily by Robertson. And now here comes Prince Albert. Robinson over the line, drops it off. Looking for there was Jaden Potter into the corner, tries to feed it in front, goes in behind the net. Polishin steps up, try to get it to Robertson. Now Polishin has stepped way up from his point position. Here's Potter with the puck back to the line. Culture through a crowd, hits a shin and bounces outside the line. Culture has to race back because he's got Golanowski chasing him all the way. Now it's Golanowski on Culture again. Curtis Culture, number 11 for the Mintos, along with Mickey Polishin back there. Markowicz keeps it in. Rolls in behind him, Tokarski. Good pressure here by the Buffaloes. No shots to speak of yet, and now it jumps over the stick of Pedrati. He gets it over to his defensive partner, Markowicz. Center ice, and in.
This is the game Calgary wants to play. Work down deep, push the pace down deep in the offensive zone.
Here's Fox back the other way. His shot deflects high and wide of the mark. Winkle back out there for Prince Albert. Loose puck just inside the line, right in front, almost tipped in by Turner, who was left alone. And now here comes Eberle. Lead pass was looking for Paulson, and it was just out of his reach. Calgary coming close to breaking away. Instead, it's an icing call.
Well, Calgary's done a good job working down deep earlier in the period. We're looking at Dustin Tokarski here earlier in the period. Watch Tokarski, 47, step up on Small on a deflection. Even if Small tips that, it's not going to go anywhere. Tokarski's outside of the blue. There's no way you're going to tip that past anybody because there's going to be no room for the puck to move off the stick on a deflection. So Tokarski very much in his zone, stepping up and taking everything away. But Calgary is doing a good job working the puck down deep.
Brown blew a tire. Paulson able to gain the zone, moves in, snaps a shot, almost handcuffs Tokarski, who comes up with a nice save. And this is a guy who's obviously under pressure, but he can handle it. He was ranked in the top 10 amongst midget AAA goaltenders in the country this year.
And he's showing once again why he went 141 minutes, 21 seconds of his own shutout streak.
McLean drifts a shot. There's a collision in front of Tokarski. Paulson got close as he was knocked into the netminder. And they'll no doubt try to employ that strategy from here on out. Lots of traffic in front of number 47. There's a big collision at the blue line. That was Adam Matlock laying the body. Matlock 6'2", 190, and he used all of it there. 13:44 remaining in regulation time, and it remains a 2-goal lead. 16-year-old Dustin Tokarski settles in. His team enjoying right now a 2-goal lead in this gold medal game. Next year, this tournament will be in Red Deer. Heading out west as two teams from the west have come out east to play the big game. Eberle on the fly. He's got help. Here's Eberle with Paulson. Eberle shoots. Big rebound, and it's cleared by Prince Albert. Great opportunity there, and another stop by Tokarski. Myers knocks the puck down, comes near side looking for Adam Matlock. Puck got away from him. Myers follows up. Now Myers is rubbed out of the play by the other number 20, Mike Connolly. Turnover at the blue line. Jaden Potter is there, but he gives it right back. And now here's a chance for Eberle, who has a little open ice, a little daylight, but Corey Hobbs closes that. Here we go. There's a shot right off the stick of Small. Mitchell Smith leaning into one. Tokarski in position to make the save.
Tokarski doing a great job, doing a fantastic job of stepping up. But watch this little bit of a pinch here by defense for Prince Albert, number 5. Taylor Thiessen gets caught in a quick 2-on-1, but does get back just in time to put the stick on Eberle before the shot.
Calgary is doing what they need to do here in the third, getting some shots, getting some momentum going, but still no goals since that short-hander in the second period. Markowitz taking his time, skating it up there, dumping it in, right on net. Tokarski leaves it for Tommy Brown. Hard around the near boards where it's stopped up and met there by Ryan Garreau. Lead pass to Jaden Potter. He drops it off. Shot from the far wink off the stick of Robertson. They're banging away the short side, and it is covered up. The other night, they held the annual awards banquet and handed out the early hardware, and these were the winners for the 2006 Telus Cup. Mike Connolly named the MVP, joining a very long, distinguished list there. Mentioned Sidney Crosby was one of them. So was Danny Heatley, another former Calgary Buffalo. There are all the other winners. Alan Reynolds, very good netminder for the Toronto Junior Canadians, who lost in heartbreaking fashion earlier today in the bronze medal game in a shootout. Blowing a lead to Shadow Gay, and then losing in the sudden death shootout as well. Puck is sent into the Prince Albert zone. Chasing after it and laying the body. There was Mark Lyons. Lyons is the guy that got the second goal for Calgary. Short-handed. Golinowski now into the corner. He is pinned to the end glass there by Mike Winkle. Calgary looking for a face-off here. They'd be happy for that, but the referee says, dig it out, let's play, and they do. Another scrum along the near boards, and finally, play is whistled down. Well, we talked about the shootout. Here is a look at the bronze medal game. Shadow Gay, the Patriots, in their first year of existence, and this is Alexander Leduc, who scored first and scored last. He was the sixth shooter. There was one opportunity for Alex Pietrangelo to keep it going. He tried to go upstairs, couldn't do it, so Shadow Gay. Oh, there's a chance and a great save. Loose puck. Eberle can't reach it. As Calgary comes close to getting within one right off the draw. They've been very successful with that face-off in the offensive zone.
Very strong on the right side of Tokarski, the Buffaloes on the face-off. Great opportunity there.
Eberle and Paulson, 7 and 21. They have been buzzing here in the third. Penalty coming up against Prince Albert. This is going to be a roughing call, and the Buffaloes will get their second power play here of the third period.
It's going to be a great opportunity on the power play for the Buffaloes about halfway through the third period, but we're going to have a look at this faceoff. Again, Connolly shortening up on the draw. Wins the draw. Shot to the points. Deflected by Connolly. And here's Tokarski just floundering. He can't get over. I'm surprised there wasn't a penalty shot right there as Tokarski threw his stick, and then here we're going to see the penalty to Bobby Spigot. Tokarski, I think, got away with one. His stick came flying across as Eberle was trying to regain possession on the open net, and I don't think the referee saw the fact that Tokarski threw his stick across, unintentionally or not. He did throw his stick. And very fortunate it wasn't a penalty shot.
Prince Albert, a very disciplined team all season long. The least penalized team in the Saskatchewan Midget League, and this is just the third power play attempt for Calgary. They're 1 for 2. Puck is loose right in front. Backhanded shot. Tokarski covers all the angles and covers up. with 1:29 to go with a man advantage.
Well, Tokarski's a big guy. If Calgary wants to be successful in this power play, they're going to have to try to use the back door, move the puck around. Tokarski's done a very good job this game of coming out, being on top of the crease or even outside it. Very difficult to pick your spot when the goaltender comes out that far.
That face-off controlled by the Mintos, sent down the ice. Connolly is up front with Paulson, as well as Jordan Eberle. And here's Connolly trying to create, snaps a shot, looking short side. That's kicked aside by Tokarski, and look who's on it. Connolly back to the line for Collister. He keeps it in. Paulson in behind the goal, being watched by Brown. Connolly helps him out, gets it back to the blue line. Collister with a reach shot. Misses the net, banks off the end boards. Markowicz lost control, and that is sent down the ice very smartly by Mike Winkle, their top penalty killer.
Markowicz just forcing the play a little bit instead of being a little more patient, trying to keep it on the outside. Just forced a shot, and it was blocked easily and iced.
Now he's being forced back by Jaden Potter. Finally, he gets it to open ice for Collister. They try to thread the needle for Paulson. Tokarski almost covered up, but realized that that was going to be an icing call. Very alert there, so the faceoff comes all the way down the ice.
Here we're going to see the icing play. Tries to stretch pass, and it goes through the crease, but the crease is no longer in play. As Tokarski had to cover up, it wouldn't go to the far post. You can see Tokarski's covering up, just lifts his hand up at the last second to make sure, yes, it's not going to go on the net, it's going to go for icing.
Well, this power play is not what Calgary had hoped for. Just 18 seconds remaining, and they've only had maybe 1-2 flurries around the net. That's about it. As Tokarski comes out of his net to handle the puck. Gets it to some open ice along the near boards and down, and that will pretty well do it. Bobby Spigot is stepping back out onto the ice. They've weathered another storm here in the third period. Calgary 1 for 3 with a man advantage. 9 minutes remaining here in the third. Pedrati is back there wearing number 8 for Calgary. And bank it off the boards. It comes to center ice. Back inside his own line. Polishin turns the puck over. Calgary trying to get something going. Here is Small with some help. A shot in close quarters, and Tokarski seems to see everything right now. Nothing is fooling him.
Richard Small coming in off a bad angle. He couldn't pass it. Tokarski just came out and took it away. He knows he can't pass it. There's no way that pass is coming across. It's a great back check by number 20, Ron Myers, forced the play to the net, and Tokarski knew it and took it away.
Top line back out there for the Buffaloes. Connolly has it. Look at him dancing around there. Collister leans into a rebound, and a great stop by Tokarski. Right in front on Eberle. Dustin Tokarski standing tall in the Prince Albert net. It is crunch time in Prince Edward Island. 4-2 Prince Albert.
Every year, midget hockey teams compete in their region for the chance to play in Canada's prestigious National Midget Championship, the Telus Cup. As a premier sponsor, Telus is proud to support Hockey Canada in their quest to develop amateur hockey. For more information on the Telus Cup, visit hockeycanada.ca.
TV timeout allows both teams to keep their key personnel out on the ice, a luxury they're not often used to. Both teams thrilled to be getting national television exposure back to their respective hometowns. And now here they come. It's Eberle moving in, tries to make a move, drops it off to Garrow instead of one of his teammates, and Garrow sends it down the ice. But Garrow ices the puck. Dustin Tokarski down at the other end, handling the pressure well. Dad, not so much. That is his father, Mark, who is watching and no doubt nervous. His mom, Darlene, is so nervous she's not even in the rink anymore. She left, couldn't stand to watch. But his son is a pretty cool customer. Here's a chance right in front. They got a piece. Rebound. What a great block in front of the Prince Albert goal. I don't know if that hit the netting behind the net or whether or not it was an early whistle. But bottom line is play is whistled down, but a great defensive play in front of Tokarski.
And a great quick opportunity offensively. Look at Cody Hobbs go down to block that shot. A little bit of a scramble, but he comes up with a huge shot block.
Again, Calgary mounting lots of pressure off the face-off in the offensive zone. Connolly trying to spin away from his check. Connolly small but very strong on his feet. Lost control of it, however, and Robinson comes out, gets it to Matlock. Matlock trying to make a move around Markowitz, then blows a tire. Collister following up on the play. Eberle scoops up the loose puck and turns it back up ice. Pass into the middle, looking for Paulson. Rolls off his stick, and Brown sends it in.
Prince Albert this tournament is not a team that has sat back on any of their leads. Even they've had a couple of big ones. They like to play offense as much as possible.
Here comes Connolly, gains the zone, stops up. Eberle open, scores! Jordan Eberle finally breaks through for Calgary. They're within one with 7:26 to play.
Prince Albert likes to play offense. They're going to now have to worry a little more defense. This is a great goal by Eberle on a shift. That was about a minute and a half long, the last rush of the shift. Great pass, cross-ice feed. Jordan Eberle gets the puck and doesn't have a lot of room as Tokarski's out taking off the angle. But a beautiful feed by number 20, Connolly, and Eberle finally connects. It's just going to go in off the post, and listen to it right there. Look, Tokarski's looking back, no chance. Great shot by Jordan Eberle.
And we'll see a lot of 20 and 7 for Calgary for the remainder of this hockey game.
That was a long shift they were on, to have that energy to come up ice a minute and a half later and finish off a play. Tremendous job by the Buffaloes.
Again, helped by a TV timeout. Now the Mintos applying some pressure of their own. They've been sitting back here a little bit. Calgary's been forcing their hands for sure. Don't want to take anything away from them, but here are the Mintos. Robertson, look out. He is so dangerous, but Golanoski at center ice back the other way for Calgary with numbers into the middle, and that hops over the stick and past everyone and into the corner. John Stimson was up front, number 11 for Calgary. He couldn't reach the loose puck. In with it now as Lyons gets it to Stimson. Back to the line, and his pass is out of the reach of Jeff Wright. The Sears out of his net. Pass up the center ice for Pedrati, and back the other way. Here comes Matt Robinson. Stops up at the top of the circle into the middle, and that is swatted aside by Wright. Ron Myers, the captain for the Mintos. They'll lean on him big time down the stretch. Matlock back to the line. Brown trips the shot, and to Sears very calmly, coolly snaps that one out of the air. Tokarski, can't blame him one bit on a great shot, but now the pressure really mounts on poor dear old Dad in the crowd.
He's not going to have any nails left. His dad's sitting there watching. He might get right through the nails, right up to the knuckles if this game stays like this.
And how many hockey moms and dads are watching this one right now thinking, oh my goodness, I couldn't stand to be that poor guy. That's why we love this game, and that's why you gotta love this. 5:57 to go, a one-goal game.
The 2006 IIHF Telus Cup on TSN is brought to you by Molson Canadian, by Chevrolet, and by Super 8 Motels. See you along the way.
A third period goal by Jordan Eberle, the first goal in the third period that Prince Albert has allowed all week long. Look at the shots here in the third in favor of the Buffaloes. They're 35-27 overall. Prince Albert, though, has it down to the Calgary end right now. There's Paulson, gathers it up on the far board, sends it out. Eberle almost picked somebody's pocket and raced away. Pearson was good to get it back into the zone there. Another TV timeout, allowing Calgary to keep Connolly and Eberle, the two most dangerous players on the ice right now, out there. And now here comes Connolly. Down the left side, winds, shoots, and that's handled by Tokarski. No rebound with the Buffaloes charging towards the net.
Well, the Buffaloes are doing a great job. The breakout is stretch guys out high and try to get the Mintos maybe in a bad change or see if we can spring somebody, and that's exactly what happens as the puck comes up the left side. Connolly realizes, hey, we've got a change going on here. The Mintos defense both change allowed Connolly to gain the zone and get a shot, and once again, that's the 18th shot of the period for the Calgary Buffaloes.
Face off won by Winkle. Up the center ice. Fox couldn't take it off his skate. He'll chase it in there. Pedrati's the first man there for Calgary. Sends it near side. And then Turner up there. Now Turner with the puck. High slot. Snaps the shot, and that's deflected before it gets to the Calgary goal. Pass up the center ice. Looking to catch Ty Stevens on the move. Too far for him. Small sends it back the other way. And that's cut off by Cody Hawes. Now over the line, it's Turner again. Turner winds, shoots, and that's deflected over the net. Brendan Turner can score, as we've seen in this game. And this week. Here comes near side. Dangerous pass right through the middle. And it's kept in by the Mintos. Jaden Potter racing after it. So is Pedrati to the line, not out. Here's Thiessen with a shot right in front. Very coolly knocked aside by Wright. Jeff Wright, number 2 for Calgary, chases his man into the corner. Now the Mintos got some pressure. Thiessen winds up. Nice block there by Ty Stevens. Loose puck in behind the net. Poked free there by Smith. And that's sent down the ice, and this will be icing against Calgary as the Mintos try to regain that 2-goal lead, applying some heat.
Well, the Mintos had some great puck control and great opportunity, but Ty Stevens, you talk about a desperation play. Watch Stevens in blue dive across. He blocks the shot with his stick in midair off the blade of the stick. That's an unbelievable block from Ty Stevens.
That is laying it on the line right there. He must have been watching the Oilers win over the Red Wings yesterday. Sean Horkoff doing the same. Eberle back the other way, stops up at the top of the circle, waiting for help. The trailer, the late man is Callister. There's a shot. Scores! They tied it! Jared Callister through a crowd, finds the way home, and it's a new game with 3:41 left on the clock.
Well, that looked like it was deflected, but it doesn't matter. Look at this play. That's just terrible coverage by the Mintos. It was deflected in front. Tokarski can't even see it. Everybody crowding in front. Watch Tokarski turn sideways on this. I'm not sure if Mike Conley tipped it in or if it was Jamie Paulson. But someone in front of the net tipped that shot in by Jared Callister.
And now things have changed. When we first checked in on Dad, his son had a 2-goal lead, and now that 2-goal lead is all gone. The goal goes to Mike Conley, their captain. 4-4. Prince Albert back on the attack, but here comes Calgary. Markley tries to thread the needle. And that's knocked down with a high stick. Play is whistled down. Here's another look.
Well, Conley's the guy who gets the goal, but where is he? He's right in front of the net. But watch the defensive breakdown for Prince Albert, allowing Callister just to step in the wrist shot. And there's Conley, steps out and from behind the net and tips that in. You see number 20 just gets the stick on it and pulls it backwards, actually, over to Tokarski's glove. Tokarski pulled in tight, thinking it was coming to the midsection, and with the deflection, it actually went back over his glove, and he had no chance on it. Just a great job by the Buffaloes to set up a shot and get someone in front of the net for deflection.
The tournament MVP makes it a tie game. 3 minutes to go. Here are the Mintos. A shot from the point. That is gathered up by Garrow. They try to wrap him up behind the net. Puck is still loose, and so is Garrow, who's now buried. Here's Tommy Brown at the far point. Sends it in behind the goal. Number 15 is Robertson. Watch him. Look out. Puck is loose. Robertson looking for it. Can't find it. And Calgary desperate to get it out, and they finally do. Here comes Gallinowski. Gallinowski over the line. Fans on the shot. Puck is loose. Picked up on the fly by Eberle. His backhander is weak and wide. Bodies flying all over the place right now. Some desperate teenagers battling for a national championship here in Charlottetown. Here's the Minto captain, Ronnie Myers. Flips it in there, chases it in, and goes after the 6'5" Callister. Myers battling for possession along the near boards. Big scrum there. Get to the line and just out, but only for a moment. Here comes Robertson looking for some room. Robertson drops it off to Myers. Myers still with it. Tries to center, and it's knocked away and skated away by Conley. Back down the right side. Conley, who has skated miles here in Charlottetown this week, hops over the man, goes into the corner, tries to feed the trailer, but instead the only guy there was Myers. They get it out to center ice. This is Pedrati. Firing it right back in. Tokarski out of his net to handle it. Taylor Thiessen Near side for Spigot. Comes up to center ice. That's Mitchell Smith. They'll reset from their own end. Pedrati. Again, up to center ice. Dumps it in, but they didn't get it deep. Back the other way. It's into the zone now. Spigot. Over to Thiessen, who's at the end of a long shift. He'll head to the bench. Robinson gets it to some open ice. Here they come. Winkle with a shot. That's blocked right in front. And they clear it to the line, and it does come out. Winkle with a great opportunity. Couldn't get a good shot away. Now into the final minute of regulation time. Big collision at the Calgary blue line. Both players go down in a heap. Puck is sent in. Hobbs facing all kinds of pressure there. Richard Small watching him. Back the other way is Brandon Turner. Can't get around right. Now he fights his way to the corner. There's Turner, sends it in behind the net. Number 18 is Brendan Turner, looking for some room to operate. Fox takes a swipe at it. It's deflected wide of the goal. 15 is Robertson. Watch him. He's got the puck on a string. Back to the line. Hobbs with a shot. Bounces off the enforced rebound. And it goes behind the net again. Battling for it again is Robertson. 16 seconds to go. Robertson, move it in. Open ice. Fox shoots it. It's up and over the net. Along the near side, Buffalo. The Calgary Buffaloes desperately trying to get it out. 5 seconds remaining. One last chance through the crease. Brown with a shot and a save by the Sears. Right in front. Time expires, and this one is going to overtime. They'll take a 2 or 3 minute break, and it's going to be a 10-minute sudden victory overtime period, and they'll keep playing till somebody wins this thing. Don't go away.
The 2006 IIHF Telus Cup on TSN is brought to you by Esso, proud sponsor of Hockey Canada since 1984. At Esso, we're drivers too. By the RBC Local Hockey Leaders Program. See the stories of this year's winners online at rbcinsurance.com. By Nike Bauer Hockey, the #1 skate and stick choice of the 2006 Canadian World Junior Team. And by Telus, proud supporter of Canada's national hockey teams. Telus, the future is friendly.
Two very anxious head coaches, Tim Leonard on the left, Darren Romerdahl on the right. Head coach of the Buffaloes, Leonard, who started this game with his nice leather jacket on, and that is long gone. It's all of a sudden, it's getting hot in here. It's 4-4. 10 minutes they'll play, and if they're still tied, they'll have a flood. Come back out for 20 and keep on going. The Brandon Wheat Kings won this event in 2004 in overtime. That's the last time they played OT here at the Telus Cup. The National Midget Championship, and it's been a good one. It was 4-2, Prince Albert. After 2, Calgary roared back, and here they come again. It's Connolly, their captain, and he's ridden off the puck by the other captain, Myers, who's now lost his stick. Matlock with an outlet pass, and here comes Robinson for the Mintos. Robinson, one-on-one, snaps the shot, fans on it. That's kicked aside, but gathered by Matlock. Trailing the play is Robertson. He can't find it. Connolly digging for it. For the Buffaloes, number 20, he's got the goal that's put us in this situation in OT, trying to race away. Here comes Connolly, making moves. His stick goes flying. He took a kick at it that obviously would not have counted. Eberle in behind the net, causing trouble. 1-on-2. Frantic action in the opening minutes here of overtime. Now back the other way is Jaden Potter. Potter's got some help. Going to the net is Darrow. Potter snaps the shot, and DeSears makes the save.
Good end-to-end action. You want to talk about a stick flying, hitting the rafters. Mike Connolly's stick, he tries to jump to the middle. Watch his stick get taken out here. Right there, boom, off the shoulder of Ryan Fox coming back. I don't think his stick's hit the ice yet. Then he tries to kick it in. Connolly does. Like you said, it wasn't going to count, but great end-to-end action at the start of overtime.
Going for it right away. Two teams that have played an awful lot of hockey all week long. This is their 7th game since Monday. There's Winkle in the corner being watched by Lyons. Two number 12s battling along the far boards. Fox is digging for it. There's Wright pushing away at him. Fox is number 9 as squirts loose, comes to the line for Hobbs. He keeps it in there. Now Fox is bumped off the puck. Wright searching for the handle, finds it, gets it out. Trying to break away. At center ice there was Calgary, but they couldn't get after it. Now Fox in over the line, 1-on-3, takes the shot. Big rebound for Turner. He shoots right through the crease. There's Myers again, Ron Myers in on Mitchell Smith. Number 9 for Calgary. Gets it to the line, but they send it back in. Robinson has to wait for his mates to clear the zone, which they do. Here comes Connolly again. A turnover at center ice. Gives it right to Stephen Robinson over the line. Leans into a shot. Rebound. Matlock off the post. Rings it off the post. And Calgary starts the other way. Here's Eberle with a lead pass looking for Connolly, but that is offside. Adam Matlock had the goalie beaten, but not the iron.
Well, and he legitimately put his hands up because he saw the red light go on. But you're going to see the rebound come out 14. Adam Matlock's going to step into this, and he's got lots of net as he's catching DeSears come across off the crossbar. You just can't see the red light just came on for a split second as Matlock thought he had won this game.
And he said, don't show me, because he accidentally flicked the light on, but no goal, rightfully so. There's another shot from a long way out, and DeSears taking no chances, covers up anxious moments in the Buffaloes' end. Wow. Great shot by Matlock, who is property of the Lethbridge Hurricanes, and he's playing with a bad shoulder. He's been hurt for the entire playoffs. He says, you know what, I've got all summer to heal up. He came within inches of ending this. Next goal, win. Robertson replaces Potter in the face-off circle. Prince Albert wins the draw. Guerrero in behind the net is pinned to the inboards there by Lyons. There's Robertson trying to center it, looking for it at his feet. Markowitz, and he finds it. Up the far boards, Golanowski chips it off the boards, and it ends up in the Calgary bench. Here is how Calgary got into OT, trailing by 2 in the third.
It's just an unbelievable shot. The number 7, Jordan Eberle, and then once again, the playmaker, the guy who does all the offensive work, Mike Connolly, tips in a shot from Jared Hollister to tie this game up at 4 in the third period. 2 huge third-period goals from the Buffaloes against the Prince Albert Mintos, who do not give up leads. They hardly get scored against in the third period.
Those are the first third-period goals they've allowed all week long. Had not allowed a goal in the final period here at the Telus Cup, and they give up 2 to this very game Buffalo squad. This is the third meeting of the season between these two. They met in the bronze medal game of the prestigious Max tournament in Calgary. Calgary won that one 4-2 with an empty netter. And they met in the opening day of this Telus Cup. A lopsided 7-2 win for Prince Albert. A game that both coaches said was not truly indicative of how close these teams are.
And this is a huge icing. Mike Conley's coming back on the ice. He's won most of the draws on his left side. He'll be taking the draw again. There have been plenty of scoring opportunities to come off faceoffs. Very tough icing, very close to the red line before that puck was iced. Now Conley's coming in for the draw again.
Conley wins the draw. Eberle moves into the middle. There's a shot. Rebound. There is none as Tokarski reaches back and covers up. Paulson was right there if that puck was even a little bit loose.
Well, Conley's got that very distinct style. He slides both hands down, and Eberle switches wings with Paulson to come around the top.
This draw is controlled by Prince Albert. Robinson races away with it. He's got Matlock with him. They get it deep. Markowitz first man there. Robinson, far corner. Sends it towards the net, and it's tipped just wide by Matlock. Great chance there. Again for number 14. Eberle gets it ahead to Paulson. Here's Paulson in over the line. Heads towards the net. In front, and it's tipped just wide by Eberle. Good, strong drive by number 21, the assistant captain, Jamie Paulson. Now Mintos answering back the other way. Myers goes around the net, had it poked away from him. Puck goes up in the air and into the corner. Now some room to move. They try to get it up to Eberle, cutting into the middle, but back in position is Hobbs. Eberle watching him every step of the way. Connolly joins the battle. Robertson pins him. Cody Hobbs hard off the glass to center ice. Pedrati gets it back to Jamie Paulson. 21, 20, and 7 will play a ton. As much as the coach dares. Here comes Connolly. He's in. Connolly shoots. Stopped by Tokarski.
You said it, Dave. Mike Conley wanted to get off the ice, or should have got off the ice, but decided, no, I'm going to stay on the far side. And it worked out well as he was just able to lift the stick of Hobbs, and then he comes in and almost goes under the arm of Tokarski, who makes a great stop. But Conley, once again, stretching the shifts out. He's going to have nothing left at the end of this game.
Mitchell Smith gets into a scrum right off the draw with Winkle. Two hard-nosed, defensive-minded players. Rolls in on net. Tokarski will have another face-off coming up to his right.
Good job by the Mintos shutting down this face-off.
Smith now chases it into the corner, gets it in behind the net. Going after it is Spigot. Sends her out of the near side. Well, that's knocked down out of the air by the Calgary Buffaloes. Mitchell Smith is on it. And they're immediately on Mitchell Smith. Referee says to dig that free. Let's play it. And finally, he is forced to blow it down with 4.5 minutes gone in the 10 minutes overtime session.
Now, once again, the tireless Mike Conley and company are coming back out with Paulson on the right and Eberle on the left. Eberle on the left on this draw. We were talking about it. This is Conley's strong side. Eberle's going to come around behind him as a right winger for the shot.
Eberle takes it off the draw. The 15-year-old trying to find some room. Here's Conley. Shoots. Just misses short side. With the screen set up perfectly in front by Paulson. This line looking extremely dangerous for the last period and a half here for Calgary. Back to the line. Collister drifts one in there. Paulson gets his stick on it, but tips it just wide. Eberle almost kept it in. Ronnie Myers gets it out. Here's Markowitz. Jared Collister into the middle, and it's tipped in. And now reaches the point at the end of a long week where you just hope fatigue does not settle what has been a very entertaining gold medal game here at the Telus Cup. But that's the name of the game, isn't it? Connolly hounding Myers. That's kept into the line. There's a shot from Paulson. Big rebound, and it's cleared by the captain, Myers. Calgary again and on the loose puck. Myers pins his man, and the Mintos will get it out. Robertson goes near side for Matlock. Following up is Spigot. Robbie Spigot drops it off. Robertson snaps a weak shot that's kicked aside. Here's Robertson again. Shot and a save by the Sears. Cleared by Markowitz. Other side now is Thiessen. Here's Spigot winding up. High shot knocked down in front by Chris Markowitz, who ducks out of the way of a check. Matt Robertson. 2 goals, headmans the puck up to Jaden Potter. Potter stops up, tries to find the trailer, who was Robertson, but instead it's turned over to Calgary. 6 minutes gone of overtime. Started off like a house on fire, and it started to slow down just a little bit.
As you said, both teams going while Buffalo's going with pretty much 2 lines. Trying to keep Conley on the ice as much as possible. And after 10 minutes, when you play 2 lines, those guys are going to get tired.
White pauses just a moment. Here's Lyons trying to break free on the right side and does. Tries to get around Hobbs. Here's Golanowski. Couldn't find the loose puck there. And it comes back to the Calgary blue line. Hollister with a hard pass ahead to Stinson. Lyons chasing after it against Hobbs. He gets it to Tommy Brown. Brown feeds a pass in the middle off the skates of Fox. And it's right back into the PA zone. Eberle right back out there along with Paulson and Connolly. Last game of the year, boys. Don't tell me you're tired now. The other team's top line, Prince Albert's top players playing a ton as well. Markowitz keeps it in. That's knocked down in front by the Prince Albert captain, and a long lead pass for Fox. Rolls it onto Sears, and he clears it just in time. Turner's on the loose puck. Myers is in front. Turner can't get it to him, and it bounces in behind the goal. Here's Turner. Shoves off the puck. Myers scoops up the loose puck behind the net, and it's sent around the boards. Spigot steps up in the play. Here's Matthew Robertson into the corner now. Behind the net is Myers with a little room to move in front. Oh, what a stop by the Sears. Robertson had a quick shot. They make the save and another one to Sears standing tall with lots of bodies around him. Here's Myers again. Eberle relieves the pressure. And racing away, Conley. Conley in again. And he can't get a shot away. Racing back was Spigot. A penalty has been called. No penalty shot. It is going to be a hooking call against Bobby Spigot.
Well, Bobby Spigot is not going to win this race against Mike Conley. Mike Conley's up near center when he picks the puck up off the boards. Bobby Spigot has to reach in. He's got the best offensive player on the Calgary Buffaloes on a breakaway in overtime. He's lucky that wasn't a penalty shot call, but Bobby Spigot had to reach around, and Conley being such a small guy, Spigot's a pretty big guy at 6 feet, 180. Conley's able to duck underneath Spigot, and there's no way Spigot can get a hold of him other than hook him down.
Timeout has been called over at the Prince Albert bench. Calgary was actually the team that called it. It was announced differently here in the rink. So Calgary called the timeout. No doubt to rest their top players. And I don't think they need to tell anybody what kind of an opportunity this is here in a national championship game. 1:53 remaining in overtime. The first overtime period. So the Calgary Buffaloes will have a man advantage. And there's Dustin Tokarski's father, Mark, who is going to have a very anxious 2 minutes or less here. Hollister drinks a shot right on the mark. And Tokarski saw it all the way and gobbles it up.
Jordan Eberle is the guy who takes faceoffs, number 7. Takes the faceoffs on the right side with Mike Conley on the boards. He can come across for the shot.
Heck of a player for 15 years old. He's got it now. Puts a shot in on net. Rebound bounces out in front. It's cleared to center ice. Eberle won't turn 16 until May 15th. Now here comes Conley in over the line. Winkle blew a tire. Conley stops up at the half board. Back to the line. There's Hollister and Markowicz back there. Here's Markowicz. Now to Conley. One-timer on the way. That's deflected over the net off the glass. Paulson banging away for it. There's Conley as well. Calgary with a power play here in OT. Here's Eberle, who had one of the third period goals for the Buffaloes. Conley again, back to Jared Hollister, tries a snapshot, and that is knocked down and deflected by Jared Potter. Eberle, far corner. Conley, back of the net. Paulson's out in front. There's the pass, there's the shot, and that's blocked right in front by Mike Winkle, who covers up the banging away at Winkle, who was risking a further penalty call there. But I doubt that's going to happen in this situation.
I agree with you. They're not going to call 2 huge blocks by Michael Winkle, just throwing himself in front of shots, and he throws himself head first. You can do that when you've got the cage on. But here we're going to have another look at it. Just diving in front of it. Just dives right down in front of it. Takes that right in the midsection. It's going to hold on for the whistle. Earlier, again, another block shot. This time, it was on the far side by Brendan Turner who blocked that shot. But earlier in that shift, there was a shot block. And again, it was Matlock who dove out in front of it head first. And now, this is a smart play by Tokarski. He's looking down. He's saying, you know what? I've got an equipment problem here. It's overtime. We're shorthanded. We've got about 50 seconds left. 49.7 left on the clock. You know, I'm going to give my penalty killers an opportunity here to regroup a little bit. And on the other side of that, Calgary's left their top line out, so it actually might backfire. It may help Calgary Buffalo's top line catch a break.
Ron Myers to take this important draw against Jordan Eberle, and it's won by Myers. Sent around near side. Robertson takes a chop at it and gets it out. 40 seconds remaining in this overtime period. Markowicz up to center ice. Eberle makes a nice play to tip it to himself. Gains the zone. Circles back looking for help. Nobody there, so he puts it around the boards. Behind the net, Connolly's waiting for it. Gets it to Paulson. Paulson in front and hits a body, deflects out, and it's sent down the ice with just 15 seconds remaining in this overtime session. They'll have another flood, come back out for 20 and keep on playing. Pass for Eberle, too far for him, and that is it. Prince Albert weathers a storm, just 8 seconds remaining in the penalty. So they will have a very brief man advantage when they come back out for a second overtime period. It remains a 4-4 tie in the gold medal game at the 2006 Telus Cup.
The 2006 Telus Cup taking lots of overtime, tied at 4, heading to the second overtime period here in Charlottetown. And hi again, everybody. Still another period of overtime to come here. We're dug in, waiting for this 2006 champion to be determined. For now, let's go to James Duthie, standing by in Toronto in our NHL studios. James?
All right, thank you very much, Paul. And when that game is done, we will bring you game.
Jordan Eberle gets the shot after the faceoff won by Connolly. And Connolly on another semi-breakaway. There's the leading scorer, Robertson, with a quick shot. Big stop by Jake DeSears. And then Connolly once again draws the penalty, doesn't get a shot, but allows his team to go on the power play. Mike Connolly has seen a lot of ice, and we were talking with the television timeouts. Coach Romerdahl has got an opportunity to use those timeouts to give his players a little extra ice, or a little extra break before they get out on the ice, and he's not going to have that opportunity now, Dave.
Dustin Tokarski's father, Mark, continuing to hang in there. His mom left hours ago. He was so nervous. And here comes Calgary. Eberle in over the line. Jordan Eberle shoots through a crowd. And Tokarski is called upon to make a save just 9 seconds into double overtime. That kills off the remaining 8 seconds of the power play. So teams now back at even strength. The last time this National Midget Championship game went to double OT was 2001 in Prince George. St. Croix won it 4-3. over the Calgary Royals that year. They were led by MVP Steve Bernier, who went on to be drafted by the Vancouver Canucks. Prince Albert gets it down the ice. Calgary starts out. Here comes Eberle over the line with a head of steam. Eberle right in. Big save to Tokarski. Big rebound cleared by PA. Kept into the line now by Markovic. At the blue line looking for an alley. There it is. And there's another stop by Dustin Tokarski.
Another great start to the period by the Buffaloes. 3 shots already. And we're not even a minute into this second overtime period. Markovic comes across the blue line. Nice job by hanging on to the puck, putting the puck to the net. But Tokarski once again able to see the puck and smother it with no rebounds.
Connolly wins the draw. Eberle can't toe drag it and get a shot away. He's right back after it. Looks like Eberle and Connolly are the only Buffaloes out there, but here comes Prince Albert back the other way. This is Thiessen dropping it off. Potter with a shot that's deflected wide before it reaches the goal. On the loose puck, Ryan Garreau can't find it on the backhand. It comes outside the line. Now, Eberle tries to poke it free. Eberle right in around the net, looking for the trailer. Still with the puck, can't center it because he's being watched by Garreau all the way. Connolly throws it towards the net, and Tokarski again ever alertly covering up. Great start to this second overtime period by the boys in blue.
Eberle and Connolly once again for the Buffaloes. Great job by Eberle in the corner. Gets it to Connolly. Connolly looks in front. Maybe he'll get a redirection off Jamie Paulson, number 21 in blue, standing in front. But again, Tokarski with the stop and no rebound.
Mintos win the draw, control it, send it near side where Brendan Turner's waiting for it. Cross-ice pass is well ahead of Ryan Fox, and that is coming all the way back down the ice with an icing call.
Calgary Buffaloes have done a great job on face-off wins. That's the first face-off win by the Mintos in their own zone this period, and throughout most of the first overtime, you saw Connolly and Eberle taking the draws, and they were winning them fairly clean. Now it's Smith, number 9 in blue.
Mitchell Smith gets it back. Here's Small trying to get a shot away. He was in heavy traffic and couldn't find it. Ryan Fox trying to race away. Gets it to Winkle. Winkle over line, going wide on his backhand. Puts it towards the net. Turner's first man there. Centers it. Off a skate. Gets it right back. Now he centers it out to Tommy Brown. Turns, fires. Winkle in front. Knocked down by the Buffaloes. Tipped off the boards and outside the line. Brown goes across to his defensive partner. There's a loose puck. Bounces right to Turner. Turner being watched by Markovic. Around the boards where it's knocked down by Thiessen. He lost the handle. Here's Small trying to race away. He's got Ty Stevens with him. Small moves in, shoots. That was up high and snared by Tokarski. A reminder, if you are tuning in looking for Stanley Cup playoff action, it is coming up immediately following this game. Game 5 has not started yet. We have not missed a moment between the Sabres and the Flyers. From Buffalo, Pierre Maguire, Gord Miller standing by for Game 1 of our NHL doubleheader today. The NHL on TSN. Eberle back out, but just ahead of the play was Paulson, so it's offside. Calgary.
Well, Dave, just before that play, Jordan Eberle won the draw so clean that it came all the way back to his own zone. Jeff Wright had to regroup with it. And that's what ended up with the offside with Conley and Eberle in a little crisscross. But once again, Buffalo's winning a big faceoff in the offensive zone.
Mintos win that draw. There's a pass into the middle, looking for the captain. Cowboy Ronnie Myers rolls right in on the netminder. Jake DeSears, property of the Seattle Thunderbirds of the Western Hockey League, covers up.
This is the time that you're going to notice the goaltenders. All the pressure's on the goaltenders. There's never a bad shot in any overtime period. Throw the puck to the net, crash the net, see what happens. Doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to go in.
Midget Championship of Canada, the Telus Cup. Connolly dangerously out in front of his net, sent right back in. And Connolly recovers after he gives it away. He gets out and blocks that shot on its way to the net. And now Eberle has a head of steam with Paulson. Drops it off for Paulson, who chases it into the corner. Eberle is back in the goal, waiting for that loose puck. On his backhand, trying to get away from Matt Robertson. Connolly's waiting out in front. They get it back to the line for Jared Collister. His wrist shot knocked down. Sent in where Thiessen has it. Comes around near side where it's met by Robertson, who has 2 of the 4 goals for Prince Albert. And 12 in the tournament. Now it comes free for Myers. Myers with a head of steam, makes the first move. It is tripped up. No call on the play on Connolly. Look at Myers right back up, still with a puck. Here's Myers in the zone, making moves, drops it off. Great stop by the Sears. Another one on the way. Rebound, and it's cleared just barely. 2 big stops by Jake DeSears on dangerous players for the Mintos. Buffaloes come back the other way. Eberle can't find it. Puck was behind him. Here comes Robertson. Over the line, gives it to Robinson. D. Robinson. Back to Potter. There's a shot. Rebound lying there. And Tommy Brown can't find it. Comes to the line, kept in by the Mintos. Applying some pressure here in the second overtime period. In front is Jaden Potter. They couldn't find him. Buffaloes can't clear it. They are hemmed and tired. Everybody's tired at this point of the hockey game. Paulson digging in there against Robinson. Robertson comes away. Markowitz watching him. Matt Robinson, top scorer this week of the Telus Cup, number 15. Robinson can't find it, banked off the boards again. They can't get it out. Tommy Brown keeps it in, reaches up, and finally, Eberle will release some pressure. Here comes Connolly racing away. He's tripped up, and a penalty is coming up. They had no choice. Connolly was gone, but he was hauled down. And the Calgary Buffaloes will get their second power play in overtime.
Well, Connolly and Eberle, they just take off in the neutral zone. And Connolly is dead tired on this shift, but he definitely has enough to try to spring free for a quick breakaway. And that's Cody Hobbs taking the penalty. Number 6 on the hook on Connolly in the neutral zone.
And those key players will head to the bench for what will no doubt be a very short rest. Catch their win, and they will be back out here with the man advantage. Calgary 1 for 4 on the power play in this game. Mintos send it down. Pedrati back to get it for the Buffaloes. Long pass up ahead for Jeff Wright. He takes it off his skate, drops it off for Richard Small. Small takes it in to the corner, and behind the net, Ty Stevens is rubbed out. Now Mitchell Smith spinning away from pressure. Smith with some time and a little bit of space gets it back to the line. One-timer on the way, and that is stopped by Tokarski.
Great job by Tokarski not to give up a rebound as the Buffaloes had some pretty good puck movement going down deep on the goal line. There was lots of traffic in front. Markowitz with a big shot from the point, but once again, Dustin Tokarski, no rebounds, keeping his team in the game in the second overtime.
He face-off controlled by Calgary. Collister, one-timer. Markowitz, big rebound. Eberle gathers it in off the end boards. Eberle drops it off for Connolly. Cross ice pass. Markowitz, one-timer. Callister shoots. Rebound, and it's behind the net. Back to the line for Markowitz. Gets it through traffic. That's tipped wide by Connolly. There's Eberle. Paulson's out there as well, waiting for it in behind the goal line. Far corner. Paulson moves out, snaps a shot. And Dustin Tokarski is gathering everything up. He has now faced 51 shots in the hockey game. The shots are 51-43 in favor of the Buffaloes. Again, draw one by the Buffaloes, but they are right on Eberle. Eberle stays with it. Right in, centers it. Oh, and Paulson just misses. Had the far side open, and he just missed. They keep the pressure on the power play. Connolly right in front. Paulson tipped it. Didn't know where it was. He was hurt in front of the net, but he's shaking it off as the puck comes outside the line. Callister being watched by Ron Myers. Markowitz, 23 seconds remaining in the Buffaloes power play here. Huge opportunity in the second overtime period. Connolly over the line, wide, shoots, right on, big rebound, bouncing around. Winkle can't find it. Connolly takes the swipe at it and misses. Eberle drops it off. Callister, 6'5", snaps a shot right on the mark. Rebound goes into the far boards. There's Brown. Eberle gathers it up. Paulson's waiting for it out front. They center it. Man is out of the box. Here comes Hobbs. He's alone. He trips up, gets up, shoots, and it's way over the net. The most surprised guy in the rink was Cody Hobbs, straight out of the box. What an opportunity to end this one. And nobody feels worse than him.
Well, a giveaway down deep, but you come out of the box, you got to be ready for these. Cody Hobbs gets the puck, toe picks, goes down, still gets the shot, just deflected at the last second. This is an unbelievable chance here by Paulson. Oh, he got a piece of it. I couldn't believe that. I didn't see that. Dustin Tokarski stopped that with his head.
Great action here in both overtimes. And Prince Albert has killed off 2 penalties in the overtime sessions. Number 9 is Ryan Fox for the Mintos. Tries to center it. Jeff Wright pushes him off the puck, but Fox keeps on coming. Round the boards it goes and down the ice, where this will be icing. So a crucial face-off coming up in the Buffaloes end of the rink.
We're going to have a look at the coach's reaction after Cody Hobbs comes out of the bench. Here's Tim Leonard. He can't believe it, but you know what? These guys are just kids, and it is minor hockey. He's just like, oh my gosh. Here we go. And he's... What do you do?
What do you do? Quick shot right off the draw, and that hit right on the mark. Colton Graff is the 4th line for the Mintos, getting a rare shift here. Graff, number 21. Fresh legs. Louis Lasco is number 4. He's knocked off the puck. Owen Rosschuck is number 8. These guys have not been on the ice very much in his hockey game. Here's Graff. Can't find it. Rosschuck keeps it in. Here's Lasco. Snaps the shot. Weak and wide. Gathered up by the Buffalo defender, Pedrati. Up ahead now to John Stimson. He's rubbed out along the far boards. Lyons overskates the puck. Golinowski was looking for the loose puck as well. He'll head in there against Bobby Spigot. And that one is sent down the ice. Icing waved off. Right back to gather it up for the Buffaloes.
Good call to wave that icing off.
Now here comes Myers. Off the turnover, right in front, centers it. Robertson turns and shoots. They had the Sears down and couldn't cash in. Now here's Matlock on the loose puck. Connolly's back there. Myers digging forward as well. Bodies all over the place. Robertson can't pull the trigger, as they had just enough sticks in the way of his shot. As that goes into the PA bench. A reminder, we are going to take you to Buffalo immediately following the conclusion of this one for game number 5 between the Philadelphia Flyers and the Buffalo Sabres. Game 1 of a doubleheader today on TSN. What a series that has been, and what a performance that guy, Peter Forsberg, has had. Game has not started yet. You haven't missed anything. Tommy Brown, long shot to Sears. Steers it aside. There's Hobbs, number 6 at the point, who would love to make amends after tripping on a clear-cut breakaway as he stepped out of the box. Darrow is in there, so is Robinson. Cross-ice pass right through the high slot. Nobody there. Now Paulson just gets it out of there. Nearing the midway mark of this second 20-minute session. The first one was 10. This one will be 20, unless somebody ends it prior to that. Here comes Connolly and Eberle. They crisscross at the line. Connolly snaps a shot. Big rebound gathered out of the air on the fly by Jordan Eberle. Now it comes to the line and heads down the ice. Wright has to hustle back as the Prince Albert Mintos complete a change. Darrow watching his man at center ice is Eberle. Connolly can't gather it in. High off the glass and out. This is Mike Winkle. Lead pass was looking for Turner. That didn't click. Here comes Paulson back the other way. Paulson rubbed out along the near boards by Winkle. And here's an opportunity for Fox that he couldn't reach it. And you can see perhaps these young guys are just getting tired.
Well, and rightfully so. The Calgary Buffaloes played a game last night. Prince Albert, they played in the afternoon, but still it's 7 games in 7 days for both these teams.
And both of them have played extremely hard and at a high pace here today. The tanks are near empty with each and every one of them. But we need one more goal, boys, for a national championship here in the gold medal game. Here's Ty Stevens. Ty Stevens with Small. Stevens crashing in there. That's cleared. Puck is lying there and sent out. Now racing after it is Robertson. Robertson shoots. Saved by Sears. Good stuff on the most dangerous goal scorer this week in Charlottetown. What an opportunity for the Mintos. Jamie Paulson along the far boards. Puck is banked off the end and cleared out to Thiessen. Markowitz now gathers it up in behind the net. Chris Markowitz, voted the top defenseman here at the Telus Cup, and rightfully so. He's had a great performance here as well. Connolly trying to barge in there. Tokarski not taking any chances. Will force a face-off in the Mintos end of the ice.
Well, a huge stop by Jake Sears. As you said it, the top scorer, Matthew Robertson, gets an opportunity. But watch Sears. He knows he went 5-hole early in the game. Robertson, well, he shuts the door. You're not going 5-hole from this side. Great stop by Jake Sears.
Eberle to take this draw against Ron Myers. Controlled. Eberle gets it to Connolly. His shot is deflected off the stick of Matthew Robertson. Tommy Brown now looking for some room in behind his own net, being watched by Jamie Paulson. Up ahead, knocked down by Eberle. He had his pocket picked. Here's Robertson at center ice. Doubtful they'll allow him to get as much room as they just allowed him to get, although he is dangerous. Great anticipation, good vision of the ice.
The Buffaloes actually got a little bit of a break because as Robertson was shooting on the replay, you could see the puck was wobbling.
And here it comes again. Robertson tried to pass over to Matlock, couldn't find him. Eberle bumped off the puck. Here comes Connolly again. He is just everywhere, isn't he?
Loves to hang high through the neutral zone. They love the bounce pass to get it to him.
Here comes Potter. Stops up, top of the circles, right in front of that. It's tipped on the way by Ron Myers. Here's the other number 20, Connolly. Dumps it in and heads to the bench for what would be, no doubt, a brief rest. Long pass up ahead to center ice. Simpson can't control it. Jaden Potter tries to race away. Keeps it in. Robinson now. Skates around a check. Robinson can't center it. Cut off by Wright. Along the near boards. Lyons digging for it. Chips it off the boards. Gets it out. Thiessen back to get it. Now it's Simpson. Whoa, that just... He overstated it. Otherwise, that was a 2-on-1 for Calgary. The game in Buffalo, again, has not started yet. Game 5, live coverage. The Flyers and the Sabres, the NHL on TSN is coming up, available in TSN HD. Once this one is over, and this young man wants Calgary to win it. Good crowd here today at Charlottetown at the Civic Center. They've seen a dandy in this national championship game for midget age hockey players. Many of whom this will be the biggest game that they ever play again. A lot will go on to bigger heights, but this could be it for a lot of them. And both teams have left it on the ice here today.
Just over 7 minutes left in the second overtime. The pace hasn't slowed at all, something you might expect would happen. But fortunately for both teams, especially Calgary, because Calgary seems to really be rolling two lines. That line of Mike Connolly and Jordan Eberle, Jamie Paulson is on the ice. They're on the ice again. They're on the ice every other shift. On the other hand, Prince Albert seems to be rolling three lines. And it's just when overtime wears on, and that may help Prince Albert's chances.
Decent. Sends a weak shot in on net. The Steelers had no trouble with that. Left it for his teammate. Arkowicz. Now here's Robertson. Feeds it down low for Myers. He had it poked away from him. Matthew Robertson centers it. Matlock tried to take a shot and had it poked off his stick, and the Buffaloes race away. It's Paulson, goes to the backhand, shovels it in there. Tokarski out of his net to handle it. High off the glass and around the boards, and here come the Mintos again, led by their captain, Ronnie Myers, over the line, tries to make a move. Looking for some help. There it is. It's Matlock. And again, he can't take the shot. Back checking there was Eberle. Here comes Connolly. He'll shoot one from a long ways out. Gathered up by Tokarski. Well, they now have dropped the puck in Buffalo in game number 5. As you can see, 2 minutes in, no score. We will keep you up to date on what is going on in that game, and we will take you there immediately following the conclusion of this one here in Charlottetown. You're watching the Telus Cup final game, 4-4, double overtime. Calgary Buffaloes in blue and the Prince Albert Mintos on the move in white. Robinson drops it off. Darrow had it poked away from him. In behind the net is Stephen Robinson all alone. Centers the puck. There's Potter. Falls on it, and it's cleared. Potter with a great chance. Shot through traffic. Bodies all over the place in front of the Calgary net. And that is desperately cleared by the Buffaloes down the ice. Icing against the boys in blue. But what an opportunity there for Jaden Potter.
Jaden Potter had a great opportunity, and he gets tripped up as he's going on the net, and Coach Leonard is letting the referee know about it. Right here, you see the trip, right? Well, you don't really see the trip, but you see Potter come flying through. Tim Leonard, as the puck was going down the ice, is letting the referee know, hey, you've called 2 penalties already. That's a great scoring chance. Call the play.
Mike Winkle wins the key draw. There's the shot. Deflects wide of the net. They got a little rebound. Try to stuff it in short side. And DeSears sees it at the last second and covers up with another big draw coming up to his right.
Smart play by Winkle coming from behind the net. Just try to stuff it right back out in front. You see he reaches. He's got a long reach. DeSears is there to shut the door. But if your stick doesn't get out over the line, as Winkle did, and it might bounce in off the pad, the back of the skate, and might end up in the back of the net.
Winkle again wins the draw, gets it to Turner. Turner is tripped up by Golinowski. Calgary comes away. This is Stimson. Stimson looking for the trailer. Nobody there, and he's being watched way too closely off the glass. Stepped in for a moment, but Markowitz has to circle back and dump it back in there. Taylor Thiessen patiently waiting behind his own net for things to set up. There's the Spigot. Knocked down nicely out of midair by Turner. Turner down the right side. Here's Brendan Turner right in. He's tripped up, and that is cleared. Lyons gets it off the boards, gets it out. Good, strong rush, especially considering the time of game there by Brendan Turner from Tisdale, Saskatchewan. Another icing call. This one against Prince Albert. Still no score in Buffalo in game number 5 between the Philadelphia Flyers, the Buffalo Sabres. Anything happens, we will let you know immediately. James Duffy back at NHL control. His finger on the pulse there. We're still waiting for the game-winning goal here. Here's Eberle off the draw, shoots, and the puck was loose just for a second. Connolly raced in there along with Paulson. But again, Tokarski, who has now faced 57 shots, stands tall again.
Well, a little switch on the draw. This is usually Eberle's side with Connolly on the board, so they've switched it up, and that was a great shot as Connolly won that draw. Doing it again.
Eberle off the draw, tries to fire into traffic again. Here's Eberle, move it in, can't get the third shot away. Great face-offs by Calgary. Right in front. Conley with a save. Rebound. Tokarski's down and somehow keeps that out. Unbelievable. Dustin Tokarski. Here comes Prince Albert the other way. It's Matlock on the move. Down the right side. Centers it into the middle. Robertson's in front and they can't get it to him and they can't get a shot away. Now in behind everybody. It's Conley. Racing away. Shoots. Another stop. Loose puck. It's still cleared. Frantic action here as both teams go for the jugular. But right now the story is the Prince Albert netminder, Dustin Tokarski. Ron Myers trying to help his goalie out. Gets it up to Robertson. Snaps a shot that goes off a skate. And into the corner. Gathering it up is Potter. Myers waiting for it behind the net as Robertson right in front. Rebound. He got that too, and so did the Sears. Spigot with a drive. Hits all kinds of bodies in front. Now these two teams can sense it. Something's going to happen. Here comes Eberle racing after it, but Spigot is back into position. Goes in behind his net, drops it off for Thiessen. In the corner, up ahead now for Potter, who had that great opportunity just moments ago and was tripped up. Robinson being hounded all the way by Small, drops it off. There's a shot by Garreau, high and wide. Spigot right in front. Loose puck. They can't find it. Here's Garreau. He finally shoots and it's wide of the mark. Wow. Somebody's got to score here soon. Robinson out front. Takes a shot. It's up and over the goal. Prince Albert all over Calgary right now. Battle for it along the near boards. There's Winkle. Calgary just desperate to get it out. That's exactly what they do. Barely makes it over the line. Icing is the call after unbelievable opportunity at both ends.
Well, Mike Conley, they thought the game was over. We were all standing behind him. He thought it was over. He missed that opportunity, and he was exhausted, but he happens to get up, and the puck lands on his stick for a breakaway. Just doesn't get enough of it there. Mike Conley all over Dustin Tokarski.
Mintos win the draw, goes into the corner. That is knocked down out of midair by Turner, so they keep on the pressure. Here's Ryan Fox looking for some open ice. Try to feed it in front, but the only man there was 6'5", Jared Collister. Calgary comes back the other way. Lions try to force his man Tommy Brown into a mistake. That one appeared to touch some players on the Calgary bench. Play is not whistled down, and it's sent into the PA zone. 2:42 remaining in the second overtime period here in Charlottetown. Stanley Cup playoff action coming up in Buffalo as Fox tries to barge his way in. Looking for the man following up on the play. Nobody there. Here's Stimson into the middle now. A lot of different Buffalo players getting some ice time out of necessity here. Here's Golanowski. Chad Golanowski can't get deep. He is wrestled to the ice. Big battle along the near boards there. Players desperately fighting for possession. Taylor Thiessen again from the back end for the Mintos. Up ahead now to Matthew Robertson. 12 goals. Fires a shot from a long way out. It's met at the far boards by Matlock. Now Robertson tries to control that bouncing puck. He is pinned immediately. Centers it right in front. Matlock is there. So is the Sears. And play is whistled down as Matlock comes close to ending it.
Well, he put it on the net, but he didn't put it in the net. The puck landed right up on top of the net. Great job by Adam Matlock getting that nice little one-handed feed. Watch the puck pop up and land right beside the water bottle. Supposed to put it in the net. That's the best chance so far. Adam Matlock just can't believe that puck did not drop in.
The Sears has now joined the 50-shot club. Shots are 59-50 in favor of the Buffaloes. 4 goals apiece. Matlock knocks it down. Backhander, and it's wide. Great chance there off the turnover, and the quick hands by Matlock. Shot from a long way out, and it rolls past the near side. Their top line out there pressing. Here's Robertson. Can't get his stick free, and the Buffaloes race back the other way. That is Jamie Paulson. Down the left side has Eberle with him. Eberle, Conley is in, tripped up, gets the shot away. Tokarski stops him. Unbelievable. Back they come. It's Jaden Potter. Shoots! Stopped by the Sears. Frantic action. Centering pass is knocked down. Collister is bumped off the puck. The Mintos with some great opportunities. No finish yet. Loose puck. And Markowitz clears it. Is anybody going to end this game? Final minute of the second overtime. Garreau digging for it. That is flipped in. The crowd, everybody wants somebody to finish this thing. Garreau reaching for it. 1 against 2. He's angled off by Collister. And now here's a chance. It's Mitchell Smith moving in. Smith on his backhand shoots. And the rebound is covered up with 31.9 seconds remaining. For an update, here is James Duthie, Corey Warren at NHL Control.
Well, thanks, Dave. We have a goal in the Buffalo Flyers Game 5. Tim Connolly, great individual effort right at the tail end of an Eric Desjardins penalty. 1-0 Sabres in the first.
Wow, imagine that, Reader. A goal. Wouldn't that be nice?
I think the only guys who don't want a goal to go in are the 2 goalies in this game. And they'd like to see one going on the other guy. But both goalies, Jake Dessears in blue for the Calgary Buffaloes, and you're looking at Dustin Tokarski right there in white. These 2 guys have played unbelievable this game.
Look at the saves he's made in overtime alone. He's made 57 in the game. In his last 2 games, he faced 51 shots. 61 here in this one. And this guy hasn't been quite as busy, but lately he has. And Jake Dessears, the 16-year-old, both goalies, 16 years old, are standing extremely tall under immense pressure. And this is a timeout called by that man, Tim Leonard, the head coach, the Midget Coach of the Year in the province of Saskatchewan, who led his team to a provincial title. And there's not a lot of talking going on. He's basically saying, boys, I hope you're enjoying this, because you know what? You're making me proud either way.
Well, it's an odd time for a timeout. He just say, I don't know what you're passing on to your guys. You're giving yourself a time. Maybe he's trying to say, look, guys, let's win the draw. Maybe spring someone for a breakaway.
Connolly against Mike Winkle on this all-important draw. They tie each other up. And the Mintos control the puck. Send it around the boards, near side. Turner. Centering pass into the middle lane. Here's Myers trying to make something happen. Tried to get it to Winkle, and it was out of his reach and sent out of the zone. Thiessen chips it back in there. Dessears very careful with it. Knocks it down and leaves it for his teammate. Back up to center ice to Jordan Eberle. Here's Eberle. Over the line, stops up, looks for the trailer. Nobody there.
He's too tired.
He was 1-on-5. Now Margowitz with a shot right at the buzzer. And once again, Tokarski gets just enough to make a save. Well, what do you feel about triple overtime? That's what we have here in the final of the 2006 Telus Cup. The Calgary Buffaloes and their netminder Jake Dessears against Dustin Tokarski and the Prince Albert Mintos remain deadlocked at 4. Now let's take you to Buffalo. Game 5, Stanley Cup playoff action. Flyers, Sabres, Peter McNabb and Mike Emmerich.
Watch to see if they can...
Hi, everybody. James Duthie back in the NHL on TSN studios. For everybody watching the Telus Cup, which is headed for triple overtime, we're going to send you back to PEI for the start of the triple overtime period in just about a minute or so. Now, for everybody watching the Flyers and the Sabres in TSN HD, you will remain with that game. So let's send it back to Dave Randorf and Dave Reed for triple overtime in the Telus Cup in PEI.
Thank you very much, James. And I guess the only question now here really is which game's going to end first, this one or that Flyers-Sabres game. As James said, we will keep you right up to date on what's going on in Buffalo, and we'll take you there immediately on the conclusion of this one. Dustin Tokarski, Jake Dessears ready to go again in what is now officially the longest game in the history of this championship. They've been playing it since 1979. Never been to triple overtime until now. The Calgary Buffaloes won a midget championship in 1989. Prince Albert has never won one, although Saskatchewan has won 2 of the last 4. Tisdale and Saskatoon, champions last year. So the champion is coming from the West. That much we know. Play underway here in triple overtime. They played 30 minutes of OT. Nothing decided. It remains 4-4, and here come the Buffaloes again. Number 20, in case you're not familiar with him by now, is Mike Connolly up there with Eberle. And Jamie Paulson with the puck now. Here's Paulson trying to work his way in front. Paulson looking for a lane, goes off a skate, and that is cleared. Not out. Now Matlock does get it out to center ice. Markowitz, number 4 for the Calgary Buffaloes. He has played a ton. Everybody's played a ton. Paulson trying to tip it through his legs to Connolly. And they'll head to the bench. What do you think was said to these players, Dave, in the intermission?
Well, I think the coach might have just said, guys, let's get a goal.
Well put. Robinson in on the loose puck in behind the net. Gets it back to the line. Thiessen, who is a goal-scoring defenseman, wears number 5 for Prince Albert. And he has played very well in this hockey game. He's out there manning the left point. Rolls it on net. Tokarski out of his set to handle it. Sends it up the near board. Turns it over, and it's kept deep by the Buffaloes. This is Ryan Garreau. Makes the move in his own zone. Small watches him, and he has to circle back again. Garreau up the right wing boards, looking for Jaden Potter. Is out of his reach. Pedrati watching him. Up along the boards again. In the last 2 overtime periods, Calgary really came out with a ton of jump and tried to end it early. Haven't seen that yet here. As they have played 7.5 periods of hockey in the last 24 hours. They played their semifinal last night.
Started at 7:30 in the evening. And finished a little bit later than the 4 o'clock, or the 2:30, or excuse me, 2 o'clock afternoon game that Prince Albert played. So Calgary's legs are going to be a little heavier.
Here's Smith, winds up with a high, hard one that goes screaming over the net. And the glove of Dustin Tokarski. Here comes Turner over the line with some help. Turner moves into the high slot, has the puck taken away from him. Hollister races to the far boards along with him. Got 2 Mintos digging for it along with him, but Hollister at 6'5" wins most of the battles right in front. And that one goes right through the goal mouth. At the line, Spigot through a crowd. That's knocked down by Connolly. Connolly has Eberle up ahead of him, try to feed him with a pass and fanned on it. And with all due respect to the Prince Albert Mintos, they won their semifinal in the afternoon, 8-0. Whereas the night game was a hard-fought 4-2 win over the Toronto Junior Canadians by Calgary, and that included an empty netter, and that was the game all the way. Here come the Mintos with some pressure of their own. Chasing it into the corner there is Matt Robertson. Gets it to the far point, looking for Thiessen. Taylor Thiessen chips away at it. Gets it back of the goal. Matlock waits for it. Centers it. Robertson right on! A great chance by Matt Robertson. And Jake Sears makes maybe his biggest stop of the game.
Well, if you're Tim Leonard or the Prince Albert Mintos, the head coach, the guy you want shooting is Matt Robertson, number 15, leads the tournament in goals with 12. He's got 2 on the game, and an unbelievable stop. Jake Sears once again comes up big.
Again, the 4th line out there for the Mintos. Louis Lasgo, who can play forward and defense. Big guy, and they lost the draw, and here come the Buffaloes. Golanowski shovels it towards the net. It's wide off the inboard. Stepping up is Stimson. Behind the net now is Lyons. He's working with Chad Golanowski. Spins away from some pressure. They can't get free. Lots of traffic back there. Here's Golanowski. Centering pass. Lyons can't find it in his skates as he was tied up by Thiessen. Centering pass again. Kept in by Wright. Wright sees the man coming to block the shot. Just gets it deep. There's Stimson. He's all tied up by Thiessen. And Taylor Thiessen is the one who comes away with it. Gets it to Bobby Spigot. Banks it off the boards, and it comes outside the line. Then right back in for Taylor Thiessen. Local boy from Prince Albert in his 2nd year with the Mintos. Here comes Jaden Potter down the right wing boards, gains the zone, gets it deep, following up is Garreau. Centering pass, comes outside. Brown with a shot, that's wide of the mark. Garreau centers the puck, fanned on the pass, and has to chase it. Now he's got it, here's Garreau, shoots, and it's up and over the net. Good chances there by number 19, Ryan Garreau. Now the puck squirts loose in Calgary. We'll try to answer back with an opportunity of their own. Here's Ty Stevens dumping it in. Steered aside by Tokarski. Chasing after it is Smith. Tries to make a move, not happening. Puck is deflected and cleared.
Great regroup by Calgary after pressure by Prince Albert. Calgary turned that right around and came right back down with a chance of their own late in the shift.
Now here comes Turner. Sees the loose puck. Tries to poke it free. Here's Turner with some room. Looking to center it. He does! Oh, I think Sears got a piece of that. Winkle was tripped up as he was heading for the net. Turner plays the body, and here come the Buffaloes back the other way, 1-on-1. And that battle is won by Thiessen. Loose puck, Conley with a drive. Big rebound, but the only man there is Matt Robertson. And here he comes up, back the left side. Moves in, snaps the shot, almost bounces right back out in front. Very alertly, Jake DeSears covers that up and will take his chances with a face-off to his right.
Well, Dave, we talked about the coaches. You're looking at Tim Leonard. Coaches in overtime, as you move on in overtime, you just say, keep it simple, guys. No drop passes. Watch the blue lines. Get it out at ours. Get it deep at theirs. And any chance you get, put the puck to the net. Let's scratch the net. Doesn't need to be pretty. It just needs to go in.
Aaron Romerdahl, the head coach of the Calgary Buffaloes, coached at State in Alberta. Southern Alberta Institute of Technology, and they won a national title in 2000, so he's been to the big game.
Little discussion going on. The puck landed on the back of the net. Jake DeSears turned over and put his glove on it. The referees are asking each other, should this faceoff be outside from the shot because the Mintos shot the puck? They're saying no. DeSears caused the whistle by putting his glove on, even though it was on the back of the net.
Advantage Mintos. Connolly against Myers. They win the draw. Here's the shot from Brown, fearlessly blocked by Paulson. And he is slow to get up. He caught every bit of that one. Robertson snaps the shot again. Karate got a piece of it. Loose puck. Robertson with a blast, and that doesn't miss by much. You can see that kid can fire the puck.
And they look for him in the offensive zone. They know as soon as they get him the puck, he's ready to shoot it from anywhere on the ice.
Here comes Myers now. There's some spring in his step. Centers it. Robertson right on. Whoa, reaching behind him is DeSears. Not sure whether he had it, but that's the way they do it. Myers diverts everybody's attention. Robertson sneaks in. This time DeSears had the answer.
Well, Ron Myers is so quick and so smooth. A nice little backhand pass, and once again, it's the shooter Robertson with the shot, but DeSears there to stop him.
Otter tied up off the draw. Puck goes to the far boards. Garreau, who had some chances on his last shift, chased the puck in behind the net. He's rubbed out of the play by Markowitz. Rolls around near side. There's Thiessen. Puck goes up in the air, and here comes the Calgary Buffaloes. Lyons sends it in. Mark Lyons wearing number 12 up there with Chad Gołodowski. There's Robinson, number 22, gets it to some open ice. And here comes Garreau. Over the line, looking for some help. He's 1-on-3 at the moment. There's Lyons, back in position. Makes the safe play off the boards. Here's Potter. Springs Winkle. Moving in. Mike Winkle with a shot, and that didn't miss the top corner by much. Now they're on it again. Turner, high slot. He shoots right on rebound, and Winkle is buried right in front of DeSears. DeSears made the initial stop. The rebound was there, but Winkle was smoked. There's another shot, short side, wide of the mark. Turner's on the puck, chases after it, near side. Brown with a shot that's deflected in on net and handled by DeSears. They can't get it out right now. Calgary still unable to get it over the blue line, and that is going to be a hand pass.
Well, some great pressure by the Mintos once again. And Jake DeSears making some great stops. Great job by Turner, just comes in to lift the stick, take the puck and get the quick shot. And right in front, Michael Winkle just gets absolutely smoked. Nobody on Calgary wants a rebound to be picked up by a white shirt in front of the net.
There you see the shots on goal as we are nearing the midway point of the third overtime period. Here at the National Championship game of the Telus Cup in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. A reminder, we will be taking you to Buffalo immediately upon conclusion of this game. The game 5 between the Flyers and the Sabres. The game has obviously begun. As we showed you, there's a shot from a long way out. Tokarski. Here's that aside off the stick of Mitchell Smith. Smith can contain the puck, and here come the Mintos back the other way. It's Robertson over the line, snaps a shot, and he just missed the far side. As that one got past DeSears. Potter keeps it in. Myers meets it in the corner. He's tied up. Brown puts it towards the net. DeSears makes the save and leaves it there for his teammate. The Buffaloes appear to be running on fumes here in the third overtime.
They're not moving their feet in their own zone. They're definitely tired, and they should be. They played a lot of hockey in the last 24 hours.
Trying to weather a storm to dig deep to see if there is any kind of second wind at this stage. I doubt many of these players have played a game this long at any level, in any situation. Certainly not with the stakes this high.
No, and the emotions that every player's got. This is just an incredible atmosphere for these young guys to experience.
No matter what happens, one team's going to go home happier, but these players will remember this day for the rest of their lives.
No question.
Eberle in front, was looking for Connolly. He was tied up. Olsen is up there as well. Now Callister winds up, shoots, and that doesn't miss by much. There's Markowitz at the line. Misses it, but back in position is Jamie Paulson. Calmly steers it back to the open ice, looking for Connolly. He's got him. Icing rate off. There's the shot. Tokarski, another save. Well over 60 saves for him now. Back come the Mintos, 3-on-2 with Thiessen. Drops it off for Potter. Fans on the shot, gets it back. Another shot. Kicked aside by the Sears. Back and forth, but most of it back down at this end. Eberle back into his own zone. Had it taken away now by Turner. Turner on his backhand right in front. Puck is lying there. And coming away with it is Markowitz just in time as that puck was just sitting there. Everybody had collapsed in around the Buffaloes netminder, Jake Sears.
Buffalo's extremely tired in their own zone.
And the Mintos know it. But it's still tied. Any bounce either way can settle this thing. There's Ryan Fox working with Turner. The Sears swats it behind the goal very alertly. There's Brown. Kind of fans on that one, and that is knocked out of the air and outside the line. Golanowski is the lone man in for the Buffaloes. Collision inside the blue line between a couple of Calgary teammates there, Lyons and Golanowski, and now here comes Myers with a head of steam. Myers snaps a shot that's deflected and stopped before it reaches the net. Now they turn it over again. Here's Matlock waiting for his mates to get onside, dumps it in deep. Behind his own net is Petrardi. He turns it over. Fatigue definitely a factor here for Calgary. Past the midway mark, Robertson with a shot. Past the midway mark of this third overtime. They like to call it sudden victory, but now I think it's fair to say this one will be sudden death. In behind the goal line, Calgary desperate for a bounce down at this end. As their netminder has been under siege since the start of this period. Markowitz tries to flip a shot towards the net. That is deflected by a diving Adam Matlock. Into the corner it goes. They've got a man in front. Comes to the line, and it gets over the stick of Jared Callister.
Well, you can see the tiredness in Calgary now, just missing pass.
Here comes Potter moving in. Potter right in there. Oh, another stop by the Sears after a mistake by Callister. Great opportunity, and now here comes Calgary. It's Eberle racing away. 1-on-2, couldn't get a shot away. Following up was Connolly, as both the defenders got back in a hurry with number 7 racing down. Here comes Potter, drops it off. Robinson with a shot. Carroll searching forward, it rolls in on net, and the Sears has now joined the 60 shots against club as well. 65-60 are the shots on goal.
Well, Jared Callister got the puck in the neutral zone. He was looking to pick it up. He looked back, see where everybody is. He looks to find out what's going on, gets tied up with the linesman, and overskates the puck. And that allows Jaden Potter to come in and make the play at the net. And once again, Jake Sears with a big stop.
His turn to shine. Tokarski's had his brilliant moments. Both netminders have. Face-off won by the Mintos. Rosschuck with a shot that's knocked down. He swipes at it while on his knees. Louis Lasko can't get a shot away either. Now here's Tommy Brown. Eludes the check. Moves in. Shoots. And that again is blocked right in front. May have hit his own teammate, Colton Graff, number 21. There's Golanowski. He is pinned by Rosschuck. Owen Rosschuck and Colton Graff content to take the face-off inside the Calgary blue line. 8:20 remaining in this third overtime.
Well, Tommy Brown, very offensive-minded, very heads-up plays. He sees his winger sliding in front, walks right around him, and almost gets the second one blocked. But great job by Brown to get the puck to the net and to keep the offensive chance going. But I think you're right, David. I think it hit Colton Graff in front of his own man.
Winkle on that draw. Mintos control it, try to work the sideboards, but Calgary sends it around near side. Thiessen can't keep it in. He's being watched by Small, and it rolls back inside the Buffalo zone. Whoa, there's a turnover right in front, and Turner, it hit him too hard, but now he's looking for the trailer. Calgary's made numerous mistakes in their own end in this overtime. Hasn't haunted them yet. They can't afford many more. Winkle is on it, being watched by Wright. Wright pins him. Turner joins the battle, and coming away with it is Jeff Wright. Off the glass, not out. Now it is. There's Mitchell Smith. He started to play a much more prominent role as this game is worn on. Robertson now gets it to open ice. Brendan Turner, he's in. He snaps a shot. Again, it's blocked. Centers it right in front, and nobody running right. There's the shot. Goal! It's over! Mintos magic in triple overtime. The captain, Ron Myers, ends this one in triple OT.
Cruising down the middle. Wow. What a shot. What an unbelievable overtime. Desir's just sliding down his knees, gets up, sees it. But Myers just doesn't miss as he comes right down the pipe, right off the bench to bury the final goal of the season.
It took well over 40 minutes of overtime to settle it. But the Prince Albert Mintos finished the job. They will leave here undefeated, 7-0, and national champions. Gold medalists here in the 2006 Telus Cup in dramatic fashion. Heartbreak for the Calgary Buffaloes, but these guys played their hearts out. Each one of the boys on the ice today did. And this hurts right now, but they can look back and be proud of this. There's the final, 5-4. Prince Albert celebrates. On behalf of Dave Reed, Paul Hollingsworth, this is Dave Renner saying, thanks for watching. Stanley Cup playoff action is now.